Have you ever pooped your pants? I'm living my best life. 6, 7.
That's the worst of all of these. That's the worst of all of these.
Who do you think is? By the way, my wife got on to me, and it's fair. This is Logan Ball. I don't think I introduced Heather once.
Okay, but it's in the title on the video.
That's what I said. But she's like, if somebody's listening to this, I'm like, yeah,
but like, it's not live. It's not like someone's tuning in halfway and they're like, who is that?
Well, lately you've been doing intros.
An intro video,
and we
yeah.
did it on Heather's because we were having equipment issues.
Well, and
then
that
we
was
were
2 weeks ago when we did it too.
Yeah, and then you were like, oh, we'll do it later, and then we just never did.
Yeah,
because you ended up dying.
I'm having a rough week.
Yeah, that was gross.
Can't trust a fart right now, so it's the antibiotics.
You can't ever after the age of 30.
Really?
Oh, dude. Yeah, you just never know. You just never know.
Logan is the older brother. Who do you think is the most nervous to be listening to us talking right now?
Jordan. Without a doubt, it is Jordan.
I thought about that this morning, and that was my exact same answer. I was like, Jordan.
It's Jordan.
So then, besides Jordan, who do you think is the most nervous?
Of the siblings? Anybody?
Like, I feel like Josiah. I think Josiah's like pumped for this, but I don't think Mom will listen to this.
I can't say what I want to say about Josiah into these microphones.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
Fine.
I'll get sued. There's a waiver there.
No, you can't sue us.
Yeah, you can't
I
sue
signed
us.
a waiver.
Yeah, I guess he could sue you, but
see,
he'd have to lawyer up, I guess. But.
I know Josiah is not lawyering up, but
what's he up to?
Yeah, I would think Mom would be the most nervous after Jordan.
Mom, yeah.
Who else?
Probably our wives.
Probably State Farm. I was like trying to prepare, but I don't want to like just ask my brother. So tell me about your childhood. But we could certainly do that.
No. I told myself, I was like, if he asks me something weird like that, I'm going to revert the question back to him. Be like, tell me about your childhood, and then I will tell you how I saw your childhood through my eyes.
So that was on my mind. I was like, I think it would be fun if I walked through, because we've talked a lot about that. I probably have the least memory of like any of us siblings about what happened growing up. And so I thought about like trying to just start from as early as I can remember and recollect what I can recollect. And you'd be like, you idiot. That's not what happened.
How that went down.
But so that was like one of my ideas. But then I also just thought I could just like let you just start ranting about whatever's got you pissed off today. So you hate my chairs so far.
I don't like the chairs.
What don't you like about them?
I think it's probably just a little bit of tism with the way it's touching my arms and my legs currently. It feels really hot. I feel like if I was
wearing shorts, yeah.
Well, yeah. You always wear shorts. I don't wear pants anywhere. Only shorts. But no, childhood wise, I can remember back like young enough where I had like a Lion King themed bedroom. Mm-hmm. And I asked Mom which birthday it was that was the Lion King theme, because I remember popping, like there was this balloon enclosed with stuffed animals. And I think it was my second. So I remember a little before that.
Dude,
so
yeah. I mean,
how do you not remember our childhood? That's crazy.
Well, so I figured out that a drug that I took with my back stuff,
Yeah.
it just came out like this year, causes significant memory loss.
That's a class action lawsuit.
I should.
That's coming.
Yeah. That, and then I also just think I don't have a lot of, I don't know, maybe I just didn't focus on a lot of the good things growing up. So I just don't have there wasn't a ton of good memories to keep. And which is maybe not the right way to view my childhood, but as I've always reflected on my childhood, it's usually in a negative way. And so maybe my brain's like, well, I don't want to remember bad things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My brain's weird where I like memorize things with sporting events.
Oh yeah.
Which is, playing basketball, baseball at a super early age. I remember a lot of those and like first friendships and different things like that. But as far as like childhood goes, it was pretty like chill till we were probably.
It was chill till we got here, honestly.
Well,
ish. No, you had a rough.
I was gonna say it felt chill until we were here in Columbia. Yeah, it was like I remember being like 10. It's kind of when it started changing. But
well, let's do the thing where I go back as far as I can remember.
yeah, that's what you need. They did that in therapy with me. They were like, let's go back as far as you can remember to start your childhood history. So it's like, yeah, what's the earliest memory you have?
Yeah, I did therapy like in college, and I wish I could remember what we did then. Like, I know it was good for me. I know I have more peace about it. But even then, I wish I could remember what they did. But I remember the Carthage house. So you were born in Joplin, right?
Yep.
So we were born in Joplin, and I think Lane was born in Columbia.
No.
Or was he Joplin too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
he was
so
down there.
Boys were born in Joplin. Jordan was born in Columbia.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember helping drive the lawnmower at the Carthage house. It had a big backyard.
Yep.
And it was green.
Yep.
That is all I remember about the Carthage house.
The Carthage house it felt humongous. It was probably
huge.
Not as big as it was.
I don't know. It didn't have like a round drive too, like a circle drive.
Yes. So it had a big circle drive that came down, and then it had like these brick archway that connected the house and the garage.
Back when you could buy that for like $80,000.
Seriously. Yeah. $80,000. I remember, I think the garage had living quarters above it. And then then you'd go to the right, and that was walking into the house. And I want to say there was like a fountain out there, and it was brick. And then the front door had like this gate over the front of it.
Was it black?
Yes.
I think, yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right.
And then you'd walk in, and it was like an entryway. And then like to the right was living room, kitchen, all that. And then
Fireplace?
I don't remember if there was a fireplace, but what I do remember is I remember them doing work in there, but they, you could go upstairs to it. Do you remember our big toy room? It had like these big windows that overlooked the front yard. So there was big toy room, and then like the stairs wrapped around the entire upstairs to different rooms that were up there. Well, I don't think we had a room up there. We were all on the main level. But I remember being up there, like there was a bad brown recluse problem that they had in there. So I think that's why they didn't let us upstairs, because I think it was infested with brown recluses up there. But yeah.
I wonder if like,
do you remember the peacock that came over?
I remember hearing about that.
Okay, there was a peacock
remember.
at
When
the
I say
house.
remember, I'm trying to remember what I can visually see in my brain.
Okay, so there's a peacock at the house. I remember Dad set the yard on fire. Do you remember that?
Nope.
When he was just burning leaves, set the yard on fire. And then there was another time the fire department came out because he put ashes from the fireplace.
So we did have a fireplace. I think we did,
but it was not in the big living. I may be remembering
it felt like
two
it was like
different
before our
houses.
bedroom. Like there was a little room before our bedroom.
Like there was a family room off of the kitchen, and then so maybe that was it. And then
set the yard on fire twice.
Yep. And I went to, I think it was called Steadley Elementary, which was, I remember like it being in a brick building going to elementary school. And then we got to watch that school get demolished. And then we got to move into a new one. So I remember that.
Sounds like the right name.
I think it was
okay.
Steadley.
And was it from that house? Then we went to the Columbia?
Yes. To Rose Drive after that. So I was going into second grade. You would have probably been going into kindergarten. Is that right?
I was 4. I think I was 4 when we moved. Yeah.
So you would have been starting kindergarten when you came in. Yeah.
Like my first school was Trinity Lutheran's preschool.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Fairview for kindergarten, first grade. Yep. And then first year at Paxton.
Yeah.
Did you do Paxton?
Yep.
5th grade?
1 year.
That's right.
1 year.
We went straight to the Rose Drive house, right? Do you still remember the phone number?
447-3393.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still have it on one of my ball gloves. So I'm trying to think like
that was the main form of communication though. So like
100%. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Little. I remember like my best memories are when we invented taseball.
Yes.
Tell me what just so we can tell the people. I want to know what you remember about the formation of taseball. Tell people like all the details down to the sport, like how it worked and all that.
So we got these like big tennis balls, oversized tennis balls, not the enormous ones, but like the little smaller sized ones. They're like Papa Shot size.
And they don't make them anymore.
They don't make them anymore.
It's like the ones you would buy for your dog.
Fairly certain they were
not
dog
that
toys.
Thick.
Yeah, they were fairly certain they were dog toys, but you could air them up. And Mom bought us a bunch of those. I think we just started playing in the backyard with them one day with wiffle bats. Mm-hmm. And then we started rigging the wiffle bats with like
duct tape and like
wood shims. Wood shims. Yeah. And then I think we made a wooden bat that was ridiculous. I remember heavily favoring the league in my favor, no matter what.
It was always the oldest of all the siblings together and in the middle.
Yes. Yep.
So like it would have been you and Dylan, right?
Nope.
That was his name?
It was usually me and Cameron.
Oh, okay.
Smith.
So then I would get paired with Dylan.
maybe. I always feel like you had the starchers. I always feel like I ended up with Cameron and Dylan, and then you had.
But we had to even it out because you, Cameron, and Dylan was not fair against me, Matthew, and Jack.
Yes. And Luke.
And we had Luke and Lane.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was about it.
Yeah.
But taseball, we had 2 outs, right? This podcast is brought to you by nobody. That's right. Nobody paid for this spot. But this could be your business ad, personally attested to by me with a personalized recommendation. Obviously, I have to like, your product, but I will personally attest to this ad slot. And if you're trying to reach the ears of Fayette, this is the place to do it. So if you want to advertise here, please email us at landonballstudios@gmail.com. That's LandonBallstudios@gmail.com. I think we played 2 outs.
Did we?
What else? We kind of played it like wiffle ball, where if you threw in between the runner and the first base on a force out, they were out.
I don't
Am I
think
misremembering?
So. I think we just played. I think we might have done that when we were just playing wiffle ball in the backyard ourselves.
Gotcha.
But I think with taseball, we had a first baseman. It was like one fielder on the right side, one fielder on the left side, and then if we had 8, there would be a catcher, just so we didn't have to chase the ball around and throw into the mat. But we did do ghost runners too. I do remember that because we always never had enough for ghost runners.
I never hit very. I remember hitting my very first home run ever because I did not hit them very much, and it was. I like seriously, it's one of my clearest memories. I spent the whole day doing push-ups. I spent the whole day. I did 5 push-ups per page with Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh my god!
Just reading Calvin and Hobbes and pumping, and then that day, finally, just like it sneaks over like through the bushes on the left side, and it was like
Balboa.
The moment.
That was a hard place to hit a home run too, because they had all the bushes and trees over there.
You learned how to switch hit just so you could clear the right side.
Yeah, because there was no trees.
No trees over there, but on the left side, bushes and trees, and I wasn't smart enough to clear the right side.
It was the only thing I could hit. I couldn't hit a baseball till I was much older.
So I remember I would like start to cry before getting hit by a pitch. I remember that. Right? Am I right? That's what you would tease me for.
You were yes. Yeah. You would anticipate the pain. That started on the trampoline though. That's when I started to realize you were a little flopper.
Oh, okay. So I remember like sledding at Aunt Jackie's.
Yep.
Off the mini golf.
Yeah, that the neighbor had.
The neighbor had. I remember jumping on the trampoline and Callie popping our heels.
Yep.
That was always fun.
Putting the sprinkler under the trampoline.
Yep.
We'd get Lane on there, beat him up.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. Like, I couldn't beat you up, but we could just obliterate Lane for no reason whatsoever.
Did I take part of it, though? I don't feel like I did.
I'm going to say you did. You were there.
I felt like I just, I was trying to reflect on this since I knew I was getting you in this. I was trying to reflect on like, I felt like I was a side character in your life up until about high school. That's like when I view my memories, I'm like this is your and I's life. Like I never felt like it was mine. Like all my friends were all yours up until like you graduated high school, right? And all my memories are doing stuff with you. So I just thought it was funny. Like everything we did was just like all the sports we did. Like going to all your baseball games and you coming to my baseball games, like all that stuff was just and then it wasn't probably till high school where you graduated high school, dad nuked the family and then all the crazy stuff happened that I was like alone in the house as the man at like 15,
Yeah, I bet that was weird.
Yeah, it was just different. So, but I like cool memories because like, I just don't. It never, did your childhood feel like about you or did it feel about like the 3 of us? Because Jordan didn't come along for a while, but
Jordan was way later. Yeah. I don't know. We did do I don't remember doing a lot of things separate. Right. There were a lot of things together where we were and it was usually at a ball field or in a gym or something.
Yep.
And I think probably because I was oldest, we were at majority of my events. Yeah. I don't remember being hauled to a lot of yours, but I think a lot of times if you were playing, we were playing at the same place and it was dividing.
Because both of our competitive teams had similar like sibling dynamics. Yes. Like who was the Apples?
Ali's.
Yeah. Okay. And you had
Eric
and I had, is it Eli?
Dude, I cannot remember.
It's not Eli. That's Sherman.
Was he actually your age or was he like a year younger?
I thought he was a year younger, but he played up.
Did Bob coach your group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Him and Sherman and Greaves. Coach Greaves, if you're watching this, first of all, like, F you for the ball practice. Like the ground ball practice. Oh my gosh. There was one time, fall ball practice. I remember this. And knowing him, he's probably laughing hearing me be upset about it. But like, and he won't listen to this.
So we're not cutting this.
I guess not.
Yet.
We're
Not
just
yet.
full send.
Dude, every ground ball that you miffed went into your pocket. Every single one.
That's hilarious.
And your pants were filled with balls by the end of the night.
Like tucked in your pants or put in the ball
If you ran out of
pocket
pocket room, into your pants. And he was smoking them.
I bet he was. He was angry.
Yeah, he was
What
intense.
what was the one that was your age's name?
Connor.
Okay, so mine, the kid that was my age, his name was Drew. I think. Yeah.
Yep. Connor and Drew.
He didn't play. We played like one season together, and then his dad got him onto. I think they played Rockhounds.
Rockhounds. Yeah, that was when we broke up. You know, that was one of those where I always thought that was my fault, but it probably had nothing to do with me. But were you at that state game in Joplin where we lost?
Was it the one where you were bunting nonstop?
We bunted our way to state.
I assume I was. See, I feel like I was at the one in Joplin, or maybe did you guys also
it was
play
in Farmington.
Carthage?
We lost to Joplin.
Okay, that I did not come to, but I was with you guys. I was at the tournament when you guys were playing in Carthage.
I think it was
Joplin.
Webb City.
Or okay.
That one, yes, where we took third out of fourth.
Yes.
And then the next year we took second. But yeah, we I don't know where.
Just nonstop bunting.
Yeah, we bunted our whole way to state.
Sorry, will you shut your computer?
Is it messing with you?
It's just in his shot.
Okay. All right. I'm just ready to Google stuff.
It's for reals. In my head, I'm thinking
he's ready to Google stuff, but he gets mad when I ask him to Google stuff.
No, I don't mind getting.
He gets mad when you ask him.
Did I say that in another podcast?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
it's this little brother complex he has where if you're ever
100%.
like, hey man, can you look that up? He's like, no. It's like,
okay, well,
why?
when he tells me to Google something, if I don't do it in 0.5 seconds.
No, it's because like this is what Logan will do to me. He'll be like on his phone. Hey, can you look that up for me real quick? And I'm like,
no,
you're literally holding your phone.
Okay, well, I'm probably in the middle of a very important reel.
No, it's because it's usually because we're arguing about something and you know that I'm probably right. And you just want me to Google it instead of you.
Or maybe I'm right.
Or
maybe
maybe
you
you're
discover
right.
the answer. Yeah.
Maybe. But anyway, yeah, the Greaves were on that team. But yeah, we were mostly usually at the same ballparks
Did
together.
you play basketball in Columbia?
Yeah. What was our team? The
Legit?
Rising Stars?
Okay. Is that no? Because so that is something that's a little different. I remember I played CYBA.
I did
was
too.
Columbia Youth Basketball
And Jackie
Association.
coached us.
But I feel like I also remember watching you play like a church league.
Oh,
like upward. Yeah.
I maybe like 2 times.
See, I remember going
Because I was on
to
carpet.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember going to that, but I don't remember you.
I think I played it like twice, and Mom was like it was bad. I white boy was chewing up people on this carpeted court. Like this was clearly the church league. And so then I went and played Rising Stars after that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Did you play
You played
competitive
Rising Stars?
for like 2 years?
Yeah, because I think I played with the Heat,
Yeah.
and then I played with the Rising Stars, and then that was when we moved.
when we
was
moved,
after
yep.
that. Yep.
Remember I chipped my tooth. That was when I you remember? That's the team I got like suspended on. Do you remember when I fouled Travis Jorgensen so hard that I got kicked out of the game?
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember that? Yeah, that's a story. Basically, the coach, and this is one of those where Dad defended me, and I don't know if he should have, but the coach looked at me. This is probably my autism, but the coach looked at me and he goes, Travis Jorgensen isn't scoring another point unless it's from the free throw line. Just looks me dead in the eye.
There's some kids you cannot say that to.
Said that to me, and I clothesline him as we go for a layup on a fast break. And so I get a full-on intentional, and coach like after that kicks me off the team, which maybe he was looking for a reason to like kick me off the team. I don't know.
It could have been something too where the other team was like, he shouldn't be.
Yeah, or it's like, this is Travis Jorgensen, who is probably going to play Division I basketball.
And he
did. He played at Georgia Tech, right?
Yeah, it would have been cool to see him play out at Harrisburg just to see what he would have pulled off.
Because he didn't play there, right?
No,
he lived there, but
no, they lived there. I think they moved to Columbia. They played for Rockbridge.
That might have been one of those sketchy rezoning.
Rockbridge would never. Rockbridge would never.
They would never know.
They would never have. They're not doing it now.
No. But yeah, so I remember a lot of sports growing up. I remember always like being scared of either like a wild boar. Do you remember that memory of where I started that fear?
Yeah.
They told us in Joplin that there was wild boars that would kill
Well, do you remember where we saw them?
Well, I remember seeing this the statue.
It was a mount.
Taxidermy. Yeah.
Okay, so we went to somebody's wedding on Dad's side, and there was like mounts of boars at this venue, and they were messing with you. That they like
could not mess
punch
with
you
me as a
out
kid.
and kill you, and so you were just deathly afraid of wild boars. Do you remember the nightmare you had at the farmhouse where you woke up screaming because you thought there was a wild boar at the end of your bed?
Oh, it was a bear.
Mind you were on the top bunk.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't know what's wrong with me, first of all, but yes, I remember having Logan to have to like hold my hand and take me to the hallway so I could pee. Like I was so scared.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, you helped me a few times.
I don't remember that.
Get over my fear of either. So like when we were at the farmhouse, if I laid on my back, there would be a bear at the end of my bed. If I laid toward like facing you guys, snakes up the backside of my bed.
Oh
if I faced towards the wall, cat in the hat.
You're scared
Cat
of cat
in the hat?
I was only safe face down. It's the only way I was safe.
Oh man.
I don't know where this came from.
What's scary about Cat in the Hat, David?
Okay. Yeah. Did you see the real life version they made when we were?
Yeah.
That thing's terrifying looking.
I stand by that one.
It's kind of like the Jim Carrey Grinch movie.
Yeah.
Like that's just kind of. I mean, I guess it's good.
Do you remember that turkey from Sesame Street that I thought lived in the storage room?
I don't think that was from Sesame Street. I think we accidentally watched an Adult Swim, and it was like a spoof on Sesame Street and Big Bird. Because I remember the clip you're talking about.
Yeah.
We were up late one night. I think I was babysitting you all, and we were watching TV. And this turkey just starts like killing kids in Adult Swim. Like I'm not joking.
I thought
like
it was
Squidbillies?
I thought it was Big Bird though.
It was obviously a clip and it was fake, but it was like supposed to be like a Big Bird horror film. And he's just running around catching these kids.
It sounds like Robot Chicken or
Dude,
like.
I'm
I
saying
don't think it wasn't robot. It wasn't animated like that. It was like they took. It was like a skit where they took this scary looking Big Bird and these kids were screaming and he was catching them and. Yeah.
I'm seeing if ChatGPT is.
But you guys weren't allowed to watch Adult Swim growing up.
No.
We still aren't.
And what was funny was we had Dish and our parents would put a code on the remote, always figured out that code. So we would be watching whatever. Because, dude, the code would block everything. You couldn't watch anything on TV while they were gone, except Disney. But not even
ESPN.
good Disney. It was like the Disney for little kids.
172 was what we.
172, maybe.
Yeah, the Dish channel.
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude,
that's
I
how
remember
dumb my
thinking I was a
brain is.
rebel because I entered the code and watched Degrassi, which had Drake in it.
Degrassi.
Wasn't a rebel.
Meanwhile, Dad could watch Legally Blonde whenever he wanted to. Ridiculous. Sorry, I didn't mean to go there. I'm just imagining Jordan just cringing. Is all I'm just don't do it. Don't do it.
Talk about that.
I remember you stepping on glass. That's how I learned about tetanus.
That's how I learned about tetanus. I haven't gotten a shot since. It was awful.
That was bad.
That was awful.
So you were across the street barefoot to go over the Star Trees.
They had just done dirt work, I think, to level their front yard and like resod it. And I went over there to knock on the door, see if they wanted to come, I think swim or play some baseball or something. And I just remember like stinging in my foot. I was like, what's wrong? And I lay down on their porch to look at my foot to pull whatever's out. And it's a glass shard in
Blood
there.
everywhere.
Yeah, it was gross.
That was gross.
Then went to a Mediquick, not a ER, the Mediquick. And I just remember the worst part about it was they gave me a tetanus shot. It felt like the needle was like 6 inches
needles
long.
are huge.
They put it in my arm and the needle hurt itself and then the liquid just burned. And so I mean, there's still times today when like if I'm giving blood or something, it takes a minute.
Have you had to have like a IV contrast in your IV like before? Where it makes you feel like you're warm and peed your pants?
No.
That happened. So if you ever have like a CT scan and they're trying to like contrast the inflammation in your body. Yeah. So I had a CT scan on Tuesday.
Okay.
And they put a towel over my waist and they're like, just in case. And I'm like, and I'd had one before. But yeah, I was like, I kind of looked down after. I was like, I'm good. Didn't pee my
I don't know what's
pants.
going to happen.
I'm good. Yeah, I've definitely had. Have you ever pooped your pants like?
So dumb. How did you get there?
Have you ever pooped your pants post like 12 years old.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you.
Yes. We're adults here.
So you have.
Oh, yeah.
Or
What
do
are
you
we
remember when
talking here?
I pooped my pants January 1st, 2020?
Got the year off to a great start.
You did. Well, I said it could only go up from there. And Lord, was I wrong.
Yeah, it's true.
Very wrong.
Didn't you end up in the ER not long after that?
Maybe. Man, I have problems.
Oh, and it was 2020, so it was COVID.
That's
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But, like I got the agency, got engaged, married, all that.
No. It happens.
But
It happens, dude.
no, I had way too many Andy's mints. And so that next morning.
Gosh, dude OD'd on Andy's mints.
Seriously did. Everybody else is drinking, and I'm just like up till 9 eating Andy's mints. And yeah, luckily I get into the office.
What's worse?
I get into the office like an hour early up there, and yeah, just did not like, and it just felt like I'm so sorry, Mom, if you're listening to this, but it just felt like a long, hot one. And so I was like, oh, we're just clearing it out. But nope. Dude, yeah, I like had to go home, change my clothes. Like, it was bad. It was bad. Like, it got on my shirt that was tucked in. Like,
oh my dude, that's like that's an infant blowout that you just had.
100%. Like, I went down to the basement bathroom, like mummy wrapped my waist so that I didn't get it all over my car.
Yeah.
And went home and changed and came back. And then told everybody about it because I was like, all right, you got to control the narrative. All right. It's like very Trump-esque. It's like, you got to control the narrative. Get people before they get you.
Yeah, no one would have found out, but you had to tell
I just
them
told the
before,
whole world. Yeah, I mean, it's just most of the time, besides my medical event this week, I'm very not scared to tell people what I've medically gone through because like it just is what it is, and maybe somebody else needs to hear that too. But yeah, have you pooped your pants in record fashion like that?
Not to that degree, but yes, it's happened. It has happened.
When we get together for family gatherings, like you'll disappear for hours at a time to the toilet.
Sometimes I just need a break. Just need a break. Just go hide out.
But like that's not cool when you're hosting.
It is when y'all stay way too long. There's some times I'm like, y'all have been here since
You need to
1
get that,
o'clock. It is 9 p.m.
Dude, you just need to say that then.
I'm getting better about that. But yeah,
that's
no, I just go
You've seen
hide.
that SNL skit, the Get the F Out of My House candle? You seen that? With, is that Ryan Reynolds? Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what else I can do. I have done the dishes. I have turned on all the lights. I've played closing time. I'm still
watching
here.
South Park.
Yeah, I'm just going to turn on something that embarrasses my family. They're going to stay.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, and then like my gut sometimes just hurts like that. So I'm like, I'm going to go sit here and see.
Well,
if
you
it
have like
fixes
a
anything.
condition, right? Do you want to talk about it? Or
Yeah, so basically went in to see what was wrong, and they're like, you've got a baker's yeast allergy. Which I don't even know what that means. Why don't we chat GPT that and see what I can and can't eat? I won't listen to it, but
What is it? A baker's?
baker's yeast allergy. But like, I remember when I did some research on it, it was like, oh, this sounds like a gluten intolerance. And then
Your immune system reacts abnormally to proteins and I don't know how to say that word. The yeast used in baking bread, pizza dough, beer, and many baked goods. Your immune system mistakes yeast proteins for something harmful, and it triggers an allergic reaction, which can range from mild to severe.
yes.
so your immune system basically overreacts to certain
Yes,
things.
and I've somewhat figured out what it was. It was like obnoxious amounts of pasta. I can eat a little pasta here or there, but large amounts not doing it. Beer is not a good. And if I combo beer with like pretzels or something, it's
Rice?
bad.
Question mark? Can you eat like good carbs?
I've eat jasmine rice, and that doesn't make me sick. But that's what I started just paying a little bit more attention to, is like, what makes me sick? Most ice creams make me sick. Henry's does not make me sick at all. So eat that 6 days a week. That's what you do.
Every day but Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah. So when did you like get into food? Because I remember you making some nasty good like mac and cheese stuff and like smoking things. So like, and I remember doing most of the cooking for you through high school. So like, was it when you had Hallie that you're like, I'm going to get a smoker and be a man and make things now?
No,
or?
honestly. So I bought a smoker, like a little wood pellet one, because I wanted to make pork butts, because I was at I think I was at McNann's, and that's how Mike made his pork one night, was in one of those rectangle smokers that you just put like, not the pellets, but like the actual wood chips. Like you look like you put mulch in it. And so I went and bought one, and I was cooking pork butts on that, and it was okay. And then one day neighbor, Travis McCann, was like, dude, you need to borrow my smoker. And I was like, I don't know if I want to. And then I brought it over, plugged it in, hooked it up. Best pork butt I ever had. And I was like, nah, I gotta get a smoker. So
do you remember when I almost basically called you crying this past year when I finally made a good smoked meat?
You gotta come try this. It was really good too.
It was
pork
good, yeah.
Really
but
good.
I was like very insecure about my masculinity up until this year because I could not like nail anything. I could not like, it feels like a rite of passage once you're like married and have kids that you be able to smoke meat. And I just couldn't. I can make those lula kebabs really good.
Yeah.
I need to make those. But yeah, I could just never get like any. I haven't tried a brisket yet, so I could humble myself there.
I hope you have better luck than I did. Lane cooked one like a month or two ago. It looked really good.
He did good.
It's such an expensive cut of meat. You feel really bad like if something happens. Like you spent $70 on that, and then it's like
that's what I feel about anything. Like just let me have the ground beef and eat my dog bowls. And
pork butts are cheap though.
Are they?
Ribs aren't bad either.
Yeah. I don't know if this is like racist of me. I just don't. I don't think I just don't think a pig is a good animal.
I mean, you don't feel like good after eating it.
I'm
normally.
not like, I feel rejuvenated by that.
Yeah, no, it's a large majority
bacon,
of fat.
I mean, I like bacon.
Well, and then
like
the recipes are hilarious. So like, I inject and soak my pork butts in Dr. Pepper, which is funny. And then ribs are like, cover them in a ton of seasoning.
All the pork recipes are like, if you put 100 grams of sugar.
Well, like the ribs I wrap in foil with butter, brown sugar, and honey.
Yeah. And top with pineapple after.
That should make anything taste pretty good.
Yes. Yeah. But it's good. I mean, that's America.
And I like doing it kind of like you've talked about, like just taking care of people and serving them. And it's a little like unknown thing. Not everybody knows that about me, that I can
Logan
do that. I can throw down.
And you've kept pretty good figure too while doing that too.
Yep. You gotta hate yourself a bunch.
When did you did you ever feel like
you really do?
Yeah.
Hey, he commits 225 now.
Okay, I saw that video. We need to talk about that.
Okay.
That was dangerous. This dude's been lifting like 4 minutes.
But it was a month in of like pretty strict, like not letting him overtrain, and his form was perfect.
His form was good. I'll give him that.
But didn't leave the bench. Like, oh, dude, I think he could have went higher. Honestly,
it looked good. I was pretty jealous because it took me. I mean, I felt like I lifted like 6 years
like,
before
it's not like I went
that.
No lifting to lifting like a 10-year gap. Like I had the bench in my house for a while.
That's true.
And like push-ups is like the only activity that I did when I didn't work out.
Yeah.
Right. Like if I was bored, like some people practice their golf swing. I'm just doing like incline push-ups against
that
the
main
table.
character energy, like just randomly pan in on you in the living room. Yeah.
Yes.
We didn't post a video, but his squat and deadlift aren't too bad either. Like
I'm very nervous on those, obviously, because my back.
Well, yeah, your back makes sense.
But
he's not lifting bad. Like you're lifting over 2 plates on squat. Your deadlift was over. Did we go over 225 on deadlift?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like my body has just been waiting for me, like
255.
proportionally, like it's kind of like the Kellen and Ryan bodies, I think, are similar to your and I's bodies, where like naturally Ryan and I have a lot more agility, and if we would lift, our bodies are like, your arms aren't that big, your legs aren't that big, you and Kellen are long bodied, long arms,
right?
and so not that I'm like saying I think you're jealous of me, but I think my body's. You've probably been like, Landon, if you just worked out, it would work.
Also,
like
I give myself a little grace sometimes too, because like when you have to push a bar so much further when you're lanky, it is harder. But also too, part of it, I think lifting with someone is really important too, because I lifted
more confidence.
Right. So when I first started lifting, I was going to a gym, which forces you to kind of like stay on track, and like there's someone there to save you if something bad happens, so you can kind of push yourself. And then once I got the agency, it wasn't as easy to like go to a gym, because Moberly's gotten one now, but they didn't have one at the time. I remember.
Is it the CrossFit one?
Well, there's a couple CrossFit ones, but then like everybody lifted at the Y. And then when I was like looking into doing the Y in Moberly, there were times where people posted like, here at 6 a.m. it's not open. And I was like, that can't happen. I can't drive from Fayette to Moberly and the gym not be open. So bought some equipment and just some basic stuff, and put it in my garage and was doing that.
You've got a pretty sweet setup.
Now it's a pretty sweet setup, but starting out, it wasn't anything great. But
come lift with us at the gym.
No, he's got everything he needs in his basement.
I've got a cable machine.
He's got a sauna,
leg extension.
You have a sauna?
It's one of those 10 ones. But it's still
He's
does
got like
the deal.
a $5,000 sauna. And
I
would
sauna
if I could.
so bad. That's the only thing I wish the gym had. It was a sauna.
he doesn't have a $5,000 sauna.
Doesn't have no. It's like one of those tent ones that you see on.
But
Facebook.
we wouldn't pay. Never mind. Don't say that.
I would.
I was going to say we would use your insurance premiums to pay for that. But
That's what I would name the sauna. Your insurance premiums.
if I was into boats, that's what I would. Not into boats.
There was a guy who did that.
Yeah.
And State Farm got him.
Yeah.
Landon, you wanna whoever's phone's going off, you guys want to set it off? To
Is it mine?
table?
Yeah, mine's going off.
It's just vibrating against the mic is all. Yeah, whenever he bends that, I was like, because like I'm always gonna push push it, but also he's really good about being like, I don't want to get hurt, and the goal is obviously functionality.
Well, he had the rotator cuff stuff, so that's the other reason I say it's dangerous. I'm not just like crapping. I was like, dude, you got a rotator cuff injury, like that would suck.
Well, the crazy part is, remember all the neck and shoulder pain I've had over the last couple of years?
Go away.
Gone.
Yes. I was having some lower back pain like all of you all back in like 2016, somewhere in there. And I think a lot of it was just from sitting and, not taking care of myself, not eating very well. And so I noticed when I started lifting that my lower back pain went away.
Yeah.
Now I have knee pain though. So
what about your shoulder? Because I remember a couple of years softball. Remember when your shoulder, like you couldn't even catch a ball above your head?
I don't know what happened. Just went away.
Now?
Just went away.
Like you can do everything. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Never did anything. Just went away.
When we started doing this, that was he was like, hey, just so you know, my shoulder's got some pain. And I'm like, I promise, like we do these movements, like we're good.
Yeah.
Because it was about a straight up month of just very light lifting.
Yeah. I remember when I worked out in the garage, if I would just do flies, even at like 10 pounds, just would seize up and be done.
Yeah.
But
weird.
Yeah. Now
I'm doing like 17.5 pound flies now. And
that's
good.
Yeah. So I really wish people realized how much physical therapy, all it is lifting sometimes.
I remember that. I remember doing some, like my elbow hurt when I was younger from pitching, and I just kept going to rehab, and all I was doing was shoulder flies. It was like, and then it's like, oh, once I started doing shoulder workouts, I can throw all day long and my elbow never hurts like it used to. Like, and they were like, it's probably got some bone spurs and stuff. And there's like, I don't feel them anymore when I'm throwing the ball around. But I also just pitch now, so I throw it underhand and run for my life.
I feel like that's the last achievable like professional sport dream that you could chase.
Slow pitch. No.
No. Is like trying to be a relief, like a closer in the MLB.
That would be fun.
Like, wouldn't you like to see what you could get up to speed on?
If like you got in shape, did some long toss, and went after
and just say, let me give you my 15 best pitches.
Dude, an MLB reliever would be a sweet job. It'd be
like an NFL long snapper.
Backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just get to, I don't know, backup
no expectations.
But dude, relievers, you can come in and just
see
throw
one
real
batter
hard for one inning, not have to sit there and, because I remember the starters used to, when we were younger, they're like, pace yourselves. You do this percentage, this, and this, so you can pitch longer. Now it seems like those guys just come out throwing 101 and see if they can make it 4 innings or not. So
because like if you can go and pitch 1 inning a week, you can make mad money doing it.
Does it hurt pitching that hard?
Yeah, apparently that's not a natural motion. Is overhand.
The overhand throwing is not a natural motion, so that's why like the softball pitchers can pitch. Now they've kind of cracked down on it, but like softball pitchers can throw a bunch of innings, bunch of pitches, and there's no real issue with it. And they don't
like
have
500 pitches.
Like if they have an issue, a lot of times it's like their hips from the torque or something in the legs. It's never from the arm itself. Whereas like baseball players, like it's a matter of time before you blow out your elbow.
Yeah. I noticed that when I did my internship, a lot of the baseball guys had like shoulder, like one of their shoulders was always like hurting. And it's like, I've never played a ball sport.
I tore my labrum from pitching too much when I was 13, 14
Yeah.
I was throwing
first moved over here and they moved you back to the 60
first
foot.
time after on a 60.5 foot mound and threw 175 pitches. Yeah.
Thought something bad happens. Like I got a notification. He's like, ferret out. Gotta go.
Ferrets on the
ferrets
loose.
on the loose, dude. He like looks up, the ferret's turning the doorknob on the ring doorbell.
Dude.
He got out of here quick. That's why I thought there was some urgency with that.
I just had to pee, probably from drinking all the aspartame.
Listen, have you looked up how much aspartame you'd have to drink to hurt yourself?
No. I'm not like anti it. I just, I don't know. I just drink Coke, real Coke, which is probably worse. Yeah. What's worse, 50 grams of sugar or aspartame?
Okay. I found this out the other day that Dr. Pepper has prune juice in it.
Really?
Yeah. So
make you go to the bathroom?
It can.
Does it to you?
does not normally.
Can you taste all 23 flavors in the Dr. Pepper
Now
can
I can. Now I can. I can smell everything.
Yeah, tell people about your nose journey.
So when I was like 14, maybe 14, 15, when did we move over here?
I remember that.
I was playing baseball over in New Franklin, and this kid threw a pitch.
Eric
and
Chick? Is that him?
No, he was in Columbia.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, all right.
I don't remember who was pitching.
Really? Really thought it was him.
Yeah, I don't remember. But he threw the ball, and I remember the spin was kind of funky, so I thought it was a curveball, so I didn't like turn. I just kind of leaned out because I didn't want to bail on the pitch and it come back. And so I just kind of leaned out, and then the ball never broke, and I kept leaning. Ball hit me in the nose, fell over, and it had ripped my septum and broke my nose. I think that's what that's called, right? It's a septum.
Sounds
This
gross.
right here.
Yeah, I have a septum piercing.
Yeah, so it tore it. And so I went to the ER and got stabilized and had surgery a few days later. And so they fixed it. And then like a month or two later, we're at football practice and a couple of kids are goofing around with the footballs.
Cody
and
Frank.
Yeah, but it wasn't Cody's fault. It was actually Ethan Bolden's fault. Ethan Bolden was trying. Cody actually had like a broken wrist and had taken the brace off because we were taking a break. And Ethan Bolden is trying to hit him in the wrist with a football, like throwing it at him.
Out.
It definitely checks
Didn't
out.
Ethan Bolden like break Bradley Bishop's leg too?
Shattered his ankle,
That's
dude.
right.
Like did a cut block on a Wednesday afternoon for no reason.
Yeah,
at
like
all.
I think we were in no underpads either. Like I think
we might have been just in shorts. Yeah, and he just like blew his ankle up.
Was that Ethan or Peyton?
It was Ethan.
It was Ethan.
Yeah, Peyton was the guy we were reading about before we moved over.
That's right.
Here.
That's
Remember,
right.
Peyton was like running all over America.
Yes. Peyton and Ethan were the Roman kids.
Also, I don't think Peyton ever played football. I think Coach Huffman convinced Peyton like his senior year to come out. And so he started late. So I don't think he played the first 4 games. And then he played the remaining 6. And I don't know what he did, but it was like enough where he was like the leading rusher in the area with only 6 games because he just ran all over everyone.
Yeah. Just the Roman kids reincarnate now.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. Shattered his leg. So then you basically broke it again, you think.
So yeah,
but you
so
didn't
the
do anything.
ball hits off Cody's arm as he's trying to duck. It hits my nose. And like, I don't think it broke it, but it hit it enough where it shifted it. And then there was not that same summer, but the next summer playing basketball up in Schuyler County. And I don't remember what team we were playing. It was a summer shootout and I got obliterated in the face again. And I remember it bled a little and it swelled up. So I probably broke it again then, but Mom was so over taking us to doctors.
That first month where I think in the same month where you broke your nose the first time, I also broke my arm on the Faith Family water slide.
That's right. Yes. I think we came over here broken.
Yeah. We just came over here and broke all our bones. I don't think anything happened to Lane that year, but the next year is when he jumped over the tennis net.
Was that the summer that Lane drank the lake water?
Yes.
Gosh, yeah. So he got injured too.
Yeah. So Lane that summer drank. I'm sorry, Lane. What did you say? Don't
do that too. Let him. I felt so bad for him. I remember that was one of the few times in my life I was like,
his fault, dude. Like if I was a kid and I saw a hose spigot, I'm drinking out.
Oh, dude, I drank out of spigots everywhere.
So he had an issue there. That's where I'll leave it at.
We can say it. He drank out of a spigot and he got
some parasites.
He got some parasites.
Dude, I bet
messed up.
Dude, I've sympathized for that right now as somebody who can't trust a fart at the moment. But and then the next summer he compound fractures his arm.
Yes.
Jumping over the tennis net.
Yeah, or the tennis courts down there.
To impress should I name drop her or no? No, probably not. Okay.
but he was showing off. He was peacocking. He was peacocking.
If only Lane had been watching me run the mile and get 8th place with my inhaler, he wouldn't have broke it.
I regret not watching you run track for a season. That would have been some good stuff.
Well, first of all, I don't think I ever had asthma. I just think I was fat.
I think there's a lot of people like that.
I called. So like when I was in Minnesota having some of my breathing problems, I called Dr. Garb because I don't know anybody. And I'm like, I had appendix surgery and I couldn't breathe very well. He's like, well, you had asthma, as a kid. Remember that? And I was like, I think it's like I just told him, I was like, I'm pretty sure I was just fat and out of shape, and that's why I got an inhaler.
I don't know, because like mold does the same thing, and I guarantee you that farmhouse had it. Because you remember it had like that dirt opening underneath, and it was just super old in there, so it wouldn't have shocked me if that place had mold.
Well, and we hung out a lot in that basement, which was
Do you remember the lock was on the outside of the door? So
the
you
basement?
could, so you could lock
I
people
don't
down
remember
in the
that.
basement. I got locked down there once.
I believe that. I believe that.
You talk about when you were doing push-ups to Calvin and Hobbes. There was like a season in high school where I was grounded. I'm not joking. It felt like for like 8 months straight. And so I was just in the basement playing Madden football on the PlayStation 2 on an itty bitty little square TV. I just remember every time I scored a touchdown, I would do the same amount of push-ups. And I don't think I really hate losing. So I never updated the challenges of it. So I stayed on like rookie mode and just beat these teams like 72-0.
And
Felt great
that was
about
before
it.
like online plays. You're just playing the computer.
So I'm just playing the computer and just I've figured out how to beat them at that point. And just doing push-ups down there.
Those were the good old days of like MLB The Show, where you could like, do you remember how we found the hack where you could trade like, dude, like, I don't know, some Cardinal AAA player for Carlos Beltran and David Wright.
For anyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like some it's
glitch.
almost like you could wear down the computer by offering it enough terrible trades. And eventually it's like,
and
this is your world, dude.
That's where we learned sales, folks. It's just
it's like, dude, if I keep asking with this bad offer, they're going to take it.
We were just so persistent. They're like, fine, you can have Carlos Beltran for a fake AAA player.
It honestly made me one of the worst customers ever. I know car salesmen and realtors have to hate to see me coming.
You do it on purpose, though, at this point, right? Like
I can't help it.
No, but you do it because like you want to get the best deal, not that you care about like how much the car salesman likes you, which is honestly a good thing, right? Yeah. I think I remember you telling me early on, like, and I think you have better relationships with car salespeople now, dude. But I just remember sitting. It felt like we were in like a.
You were uncomfortable.
It just felt like we were in like an NFL draft room on draft day whenever you were car shopping.
Oh,
like we had multiple phones dialing multiple dealers, and you just be like, well, this guy just offered me this, so call me back. Like it felt like Moneyball.
Yes. Yes.
Negotiating deals.
Yes.
But now you've got who's your buddy in the car business?
Cameron Neal?
No, the Moberly guy. Buddy.
Oh, Buddy. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah. Did he give you the Bronco? Get you the Bronco? Sorry. He didn't give you
the first one I ordered.
Okay.
The little 2-door one.
Oh,
I got. Right. Yep. Him and Sean Wagner.
Yep. All right. What else from childhood?
Where were we at?
I don't know.
With that, the childhood.
We were talking about your nose.
Oh, the nose. Yeah. So anyway, wow. We were talking about how we broke everything.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. So then never got fixed. And then like.
You couldn't like breathe for most of your life.
Didn't know I couldn't breathe though. So we
knew, but you didn't.
But like what was weird was like doing all this lifting, exercising, dieting stuff. I could never lose weight. It was really, really weird. And so then eventually got in there and one of my doctors was like, is that how you always breathe? Like I was just
you weren't in there for your nose, right? You were
I was in there for something else. And I was sitting there. He's like, you good? And I'm like, this is a good day breathing. And he's like, you sound terrible.
Doctor is so annoyed.
Dude, could you imagine? He would probably just had like the worst patient. And then I come in there, Darth Vader breathing 4 feet from his face. And he's just like, what's wrong?
What's wrong?
Did you just run up here? Like, have you been sitting in the room this entire time? And so he was like, yeah, you need to go get this checked out. So I went and did like a mini sleep study. They tried to put me on a CPAP. And I was like, I don't want to be on a CPAP at 33. Like, I'd understand if I was 50 or 60. Like, okay, this is just part of it. But 33, I was like, that's not happening. So they're like, well, we can actually try to fix it. And so went in and it's called rhinoplasty. So I guess it's some sort of plastic surgery, but they rebroke my nose and then they filleted it down here. And like,
is that the word really? Filleted?
Well, I mean, what else are you doing?
Oh.
They made an incision at the bottom and they peeled it back.
There you go.
And they rebuilt it all through there. And
it's worse somehow.
Now I can breathe, sleeping all the way through the night.
Good for you.
Yeah. I can smell things I never smelled before. Henry's Golden Boy has more flavors than just yellow cookie. There's honey in it.
Yellow cookie.
Couldn't smell that before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You smell your dogs?
No, thank God. They're in the basement. They stink so bad. We got ferret watch again, dude.
Yeah, this door. I'm just distracted.
It just
by
opens?
this door. No, he didn't shut it.
Oh,
so.
I thought it just sometimes opens.
No.
How funny would that be if there was a ghost in here?
You believe in ghosts?
No.
What about that blue ghost you saw at Colin's house?
We were probably high on Mountain Dew. 100% had drank probably way too much Mountain Dew.
You told me that story like it was so real.
Dude, I don't know if Kenny and Colin remember, but we were driving to Steak and Shake, and we like all screamed and sped away from it, and it was probably just a sugar induced.
Yeah, because you said it was blue, and you've been drinking Blue Mountain Dew all night.
Something. Yeah, I don't know.
There's not more to that story.
No, seriously, legitimately, it was nothing bad. Mom, I promise.
He's like, we were high on Blue Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Voltage.
That's
the best.
No, it was the game fuel, so it had the extra caffeine and the extra sugar in it, and so
I could have died.
G Fuel.
we were probably just about to vomit everywhere, and we're seeing things. Is probably what it was.
Does
But
caffeine affect you? Like,
no, not anymore. I could drink
yeah.
like a cup of coffee at night and go to bed. Drink a
Caffeine
soda before bed,
messes
go to
with
bed.
me.
It's
Like
just
I gave him pre-workout, dude.
What kind?
Bucked up, I think, or no, it wasn't even bucked up. It was actually Total War, which is Redcon.
Yeah.
But that's pretty similar to bucked
Yeah, I
up.
was
And
gonna say.
he's just.
Make your ears burn.
He said he couldn't feel the beta alanine at all. Like, he wasn't
nothing.
tingling, but he was all over the place.
Oh, dude, like I took Total War. I did that. I haven't used Bucked Up, but I heard it's really good. I bought some stuff recently. It's terrible, but I'm just using it. But yeah, I remember first taking pre-workout and just burning my ears and like. But then you go in there and the first thing you lift, it's.
I didn't feel anything, and then I was like, I can do pull-ups now.
There it is. There it is.
But yeah, he was like, you feel itchy yet? And I'm like, no.
Yeah,
He's over there just dry scooping it.
That's literally what I do. I dry scoop it. But we were in there. He's talking to some lady, and we're like funneling it with a piece of paper because
it was hilarious because I'm already hyper.
It's like a bottle,
and
of
it's
water.
Kara Owing. So like Kara,
yeah,
if you're listening to this, like we were an hour into a I gotta go conversation. You know, that's how it goes with her when her and I talk. We're like, hey, I got like 5 minutes, and then
You
like
both are
45
doing
minutes
it to each other. Yeah.
45 minutes later, and so we're both like, I'm holding the funnel into the water and talking to her, and he's like just dumping the. Like we're having a side quest over here in the middle of the conversation, and she's like, "What is going on?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions.
Don't make eye contact.
Don't worry about it."
I have to I have it once every so many weeks, if that. Like sometimes even months, because I want to feel the beta alanine, so I try to save it for when I really need it.
Dude, he's like the opposite of addicted. Like he just holds off on it till he can just.
That's what's
They
good about
they
it.
say you're supposed to like cycle it. You're supposed to like take when you're starting like a half scoop, which I never did, and then one scoop, and then I guess you can eventually take 2 scoops with most of it.
I would
Is that
never
right?
take 2. That's
I've
600 milligrams.
I've never done
in
that,
one
but I
sitting.
thought I saw people doing that once at the gym.
When I was a carpenter, I used to drink 1 gram, which is 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day, and so it got to the point where I was like, I guess
Why he's 5'6".
Dude, what is the caffeine like limit that you should have in a day?
That's a good internet question.
I
know.
think it's pretty high.
I don't think caffeine affects you. Like I think it affects you more than people think it does. Like you don't realize you stop trying to drink it. Like I don't think these
400
don't have much,
milligrams.
Yeah, that's
In a day. Oh, that's a lot.
That's four 8-ounce cups of coffee.
That's 1 ghost for me.
That's it?
That's 10 cans of soda.
I probably close
2
to
energy
a
drinks.
lot.
I was going to say that's
I wouldn't do more than that.
no. I might accidentally drink that in coffee if I'm like
might,
hanging
yeah.
around in
Coffee
the
is
You
morning.
do a
really
big
low.
mug and stuff. Yeah.
Caffeine's good for you too, though. It's a diuretic, so it
It'll
could,
Yeah, I don't
suppress
know what
diet.
makes me have to go so bad. Is if it's the caffeine or if something in the coffee.
I think it's
probably-
just in the morning if you drink liquid. Because I mean, if you drink water,
Yeah,
it'll
true.
also do that. Like I usually drink a liter of water in the morning to start, and then
How much water do you drink a day, gallon?
try to do a gallon.
Yeah.
I just recently started doing that because I couldn't lift for like a month after the surgery. So I was like, I'm at least going to drink. Yeah, I couldn't lift for a month after the
That's
nose surgery.
Makes you
It did suck.
It's so hard getting back to it too.
But dude, like this week we were lifting and was lifting heavier than we had like on the last day we were doing it. So rest is obviously clearly important and I need to do more of. As you yawn over there.
I'm trying to I'm considering maybe seeing if he wants to do 2 full body days
Yeah.
because there's a lot of data right now that like full body is the best.
Really?
Yeah. I hate full body. I won't go to the gym if it's a full body day.
That's a long workout.
Yeah. But yeah, like we could do 2 days a week and then it usually progresses into 3. And so if you miss a day, you're fine though, because it's like, oh, a full body is tomorrow versus if you miss your chest day, well, now you just missed out on your chest
I like
day.
the idea of full body just so that if I can only make it to the gym twice that week, I feel like I hit everything because that happens to me a lot. Where
Right.
usually we're trying to do 4, but we can only do 2.
That's also under the assumption you're dieting and you're moving around everywhere else.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. It's not just 2 days of lifting and then you do
I've
nothing.
definitely lost like 5 pounds this week so far.
Just from not doing anything.
No appetite. can't trust a fart.
Yeah.
And antibiotics. And
The week he couldn't trust a fart.
seriously, I mean, like, and I'm not hungry at all. So
Probably because you're not lifting. Me and
No,
Rodney noticed
it's-
that on our last month
'cause I
here
have
when we
an
couldn't lift.
infection.
Like, never really super hungry. You could eat a lunch and you're good. But it's like, I've noticed this week getting back into it, like, I want to eat all the time.
Yeah. Thermodynamics, right? If you're not burning any calories, you're not going to be hungrier for them, I guess. But
So I'm like chugging water and I'm still hungry.
Yeah. Dude, you got baptized in that Wilson's Total Fitness pool, didn't you, with me?
I did.
That thing got flooded.
Really?
Yeah, I
From the
remember
most
like
recent-
10 years ago. Yeah, it just like
most
obliterated
recent
in the
rain?
flood. No. It was years ago.
Oh, okay.
But I just remember seeing that going like, see, I knew it wasn't legit.
What?
I don't know. I feel like I know you
Do you
want to
get rebaptized?
That's what I don't know. I don't know because I like accepted the Lord at 7. I don't know what that means. I just remember it was like, I don't want to be the devil. And it's like, I want to believe in Jesus. And, obviously we were like raised in a church, but yeah, that was Total Fitness pool. I remember that. And I also then remember it flooding. And I was like, I think that's a sign. Because didn't Dad baptize us?
Yes. And he was upset about it. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Because I think it was kind of unorganized. And I think that's what was upsetting was like I think they thought the pastor was going to do it. And then the pastor didn't do it. And then, because that's all I really remember about it was them being both very upset.
I just remember it being in a Wilson's Total Fitness pool.
I'm so food oriented. All I remember was like, we didn't go out to eat. We were supposed to go out to eat. We were supposed to go to Chevy's.
Yeah, dude. It was either Chevy's or Steak and Shake for us, right? Those were or Cracker Barrel.
No, dude, you're forgetting the one.
Chevy's, Steak and Shake, Cracker Barrel.
We didn't even go to Steak and Shake that often.
But I remember chanting Steak and Shake.
Yeah, we wanted it because they had the shakes.
Yes.
And we would do that
So
occasionally.
I'm missing a big one.
So obviously we did the Cracker Barrel for breakfast.
Mhm.
Occasionally, that was always fun.
Don't give it to me yet.
I'm not.
I just
I'm
want
not.
points.
I'm shocked you don't remember.
Chevy's.
You got to think lunch after church.
63 Diner.
Delicious.
That's a good
but
one.
No, we didn't.
Lunch after church.
That was always a treat. Yeah, lunch after church. There were 2 main locations we always hammered. If it wasn't Chevy's,
not Golden Corral.
we hardly ever.
I was
went
going
to
to say
Golden Corral.
bandanas.
That's one of them. Good.
Okay.
You got one more. It'll crack you up.
We didn't do Applebee's.
No,
Applebee's
would have been cool though.
Hey, Applebee's has the
Applebee's
best
is
boneless wings.
horrible.
Shut up. Hold on. Where is it?
Buy Steak and Shake. I think
Steak
that's
and Shake.
maybe where you're
Oh,
getting.
Bob
mixed up.
Evans.
Yeah.
Dude. This is like my 4th grade journal.
I've seen you read from this. I also love that you have Kellen on there.
Wait. Let me get him in here. The focus is going to be jacked up.
Dude,
I see it.
man,
I got
your
this camera. There we go.
Bring it closer to
Kellen.
your face. Closer to your face.
Close
looks-
my
to your
face.
face.
It
Okay.
looks.
That's Kellen's like high school.
It looks like a freshman in high school's diary, and it's got Kellen on it. That's what it looks like.
I got Jordan on the front. Yeah. And Mike Hampton.
He was a stud.
Was he actually?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Because I was thinking of Holiday.
He got a
at first baseman.
humongous contract. I think he finished in Colorado, and it wasn't very good. But I
Is he a
think
first baseman?
no, he's a pitcher.
Pitcher. Okay.
God, I hope I'm right.
But no, this is from a Bob Evans cutout.
Did you cut up the menu?
Yeah, I remember
The
doing
kids
that.
menu?
That's what's dumb about my brain. I don't remember anything, but I remember cutting that straight out of the kids menu from
Just
Bob Evans.
living
Why
in your
is-
own world.
Dude, Bob Evans is where like all the political meetings are now in Columbia.
No way.
Yeah, there's like I think the Democratic Party meets there and the Republican Party meets there, and everybody goes there to talk.
Well, they got a safe room or something?
I think it's just where the old people go. Those are the who are into
well,
politics.
yeah.
So
Dude, apparently it's pretty good food. They were talking about the other day on the podcast that I listened to. They're like, it's real good food.
what do you listen to? McAfee?
McAfee. Yeah, that's about it.
You don't listen to the Landon Ball podcast?
Oh, I do.
Oh, he listens to
I do,
them.
yeah.
That's
I
probably-
was lifting the other day and did the Heather Overstreet podcast
Yeah.
in there.
When you were going insane online, allegedly.
Dude,
Yeah, that was allegedly.
When the comment you
that was right after surgery, right? You were
Yeah.
tweaking. Dude, yeah, the allegedly comment had me rolling.
Allegedly. Yeah. No, I
Um,
remember that. We were talking about that y'all comment. There's people that say it and I don't hear it.
I know,
Like,
but it was right after I posted a video.
you most definitely like contributed to it, but someone else had said it on another something, and I was just like, stop saying it, because there's certain people that say it and you like don't even hear it because it's like how they talk, and then there's other people that say it and you're like, Why'd you say that?
Yeah.
What'd you say that for?
Are you compromised?
But also, too, then I'm sitting there thinking about, like, how would you start? It'd be kind of weird opening up some videos and
Yeah, it's
shows.
definitely,
And, like, it's kind of a weird thing
you decide
to
to
start up.
say.
Yeah. Because then you almost want to be consistent with it because it's like it's your intro.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
I say crew a lot, but I only say that to like Annie and my kids. And so then when I come on here and I'm like, hey crew, I'm like, that feels weird to say hey crew. Hey gang feels like I'm a youth pastor.
Dude,
Hey,
have you seen the
you've ruined hey y'all for me. So we just go like, what up? You know, I don't know.
What is up, guys? Welcome back.
I
to
mean,
the
you like
Logan
the
Ball.
intro to the Vietnam. You notice the
Yes.
noise. The noises at the beginning is me.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I hear it. Yes. Yeah, I knew that wasn't AI.
yeah. You probably knew that was me because I've always been just making noise. my whole
Annoying
life.
noise
Yeah.
maker. Yes.
Fun fact,
whole
not to
life.
get canceled, but the intro, like the visual up until you get the shot of the courthouse is AI. I AI'd that.
Some things you shouldn't just say.
Why?
All right. That's like you just like walked into a first grade
Not trying to
classroom
get
and-
canceled. This whole show's fake.
Yeah.
Everything in your life is a
Cody's
lie.
the guy who's like, I'm gonna walk into this first grade classroom and be like, Santa's dead.
Gosh. What's more devastating? He once lived or never lived?
Dude, you remember when I learned about Santa?
Were you like sophomore year of high school?
That is kind of
Dude,
me
okay.
though. Like
No.
everything was late for me.
I remember believing at a very like probably older age than I should. And I remember what I did was I stayed up all night, Christmas Eve, and mom came in and she stuffed my stocking. And I was like sad for a little bit, but then I also really appreciated her hustling it out. And so like for me, it wasn't, I don't remember being like sad. I remember at first being like,
Yeah.
you know, because you heard it, people said it, you
Yeah.
kind of like were like, I hope not. And then, you know, then you ask mom and you're like, is Santa real? And she's like, what do you believe? It's like, I'm so confused.
You're like, I'm 9.
I guess I'm gonna just stay up all night and see what I can figure out.
That was the beginning of my trauma when I figured out that Santa wasn't real.
But dude, also how dumb were we?
Oh, so
because like there'd be a toy clearly laying out, and we get it for Christmas 6 months later, and
Yeah.
like from Santa. And
I
you're
think
like,
it was special because like our Santa was rich. You know,
oh,
like
Santa,
Santa always got like we got a Wii from Santa.
did we?
Yeah, like we always got like the main gift that we all shared was from Santa. And by the
Okay.
way, Mom, I am not dogging you at all.
No.
But like
No,
so
Christmas
our
was
Santa was
awesome.
like, oh, that's
Dude, Christmas was awesome growing up. It was like
it was
Dad
legendary.
was cooking epic food. I remember him making hot cocoa on a pan, or not a pan, but like in a pot on the stove, and then you ladle
And
it
they
out.
never like roasted us for waking up too early.
Nope.
Like, they never-
there was one time they put us back to bed in the Carthage house. I don't know if you remember that.
No, I don't remember
Oh,
that.
dude, we were up at like 4 a.m. I remember we had oranges in
Was
our
Lane in the
stocking.
Carthage house with us too?
Yep. He would have been there very
Like
little.
a year.
Very little.
Okay.
Yep. Do you remember breaking your arm in the Carthage
Uh-huh.
house?
That was in the Carthage house?
Yep. I think you broke
Okay.
your leg at the Carthage house too.
I
You
did,
both.
going up and down that slide.
Yep. And then you fell
Is that
off
the slide that you have now?
Yes.
That's the
Still
same
around.
one.
And
Yep.
then you fell off the
Beanbag.
couch, and you were on a beanbag on top of the couch, fell down on some Legos.
Yep.
And you were acting all.
Yep.
And I was like, dude, he's faking.
Yep.
They're like, no, he
No,
broke his
broke an
arm. I'm
arm.
like, this dude breaks so
Yeah,
easy.
I do.
And you do.
I do. I really do.
Another reason I was like, chill out on the bench press.
It's true.
Risk
I
reward.
do break easily. Yeah.
Don't break, please.
But no, I remember I found out he wasn't real when I had laid out. You remember like Mom would try to hide sweets from me, but she just couldn't. Like I would sniff it out.
Dude, you're like a raccoon,
Dude, I
man.
was a raccoon.
I remember telling on you because like you'd hear something rustling in the kitchen and you're like, what's that noise? And you like run in there and you had like found the Tootsie Rolls buried somewhere, sprinting back to your room, dropping them left and right, slamming the door, hopping into bed. And you're like, what is with this guy? And you'd like block the door and you hear them just eating all the Tootsie Rolls in there as quick as you could.
It's their fault. They would give me Tootsie Rolls for taking eye drops from Grandma. That was like my reward.
I remember that.
Yeah, Grandma. It's like one of her memories she brings up every time we talk now is that just give you, just give you eye drops and give you Tootsie Rolls. But no,
That's her memory with you.
I had set out these Hershey drops. It was like Hershey's versions of M&Ms.
Yeah.
Out for Santa, and clearly Dad or Mom didn't want to eat them, and I found them in like the in the way back of the like the hot gloves drawer. And we're in the kitchen. And dude, I just like Disney Channel level, just grabbing. I look at her and I'm like, Mom, what is this? And she gives me that answer where she goes, Mom, I'm not talking to you. She goes, whatever you want to believe.
Dude, I get it though now as a parent, like with a kid that's had it, it's fun for me to do. So it's like, I don't want you to not.
Where's Hallie? I don't want to ruin this.
Yeah, she's cool. She knows, but she's cool with it. Yeah, she's when she kind of figured it out, we were like, don't be that kid that goes to school, because there are kids that go to school and they're just awful to other people.
And do you still probably do Santa with her? Yeah, that's fun.
And it's fun.
Mom still does it with us.
Yeah. And we're getting to redo it again with Harden and Hattie coming through. So it'll be really fun. Then, I mean, I'll never forget, I think Hallie was like 2 or 3 and just being woken up on Christmas morning like, he came, and he's like, she's just running through the house. He actually came. And it was like, okay, this is awesome. This is awesome.
What else from that house? I remember like I thought glasses were cool, so I like squinted until I got glasses.
I do remember you doing that for no reason. And then I actually needed glasses.
Yes, you needed them. I was just like, I want to be cool.
I remember Mom taking me to the eye doctor, and then like she bought me glasses and I refused to wear them because I was like, I thought I looked so dumb in them. And then one day before softball turn, I think I'd been really struggling in baseball, and she's like, just wear your glasses. I put them on and I wore them long enough. I was like, I didn't realize there were individual leaves. I mean, obviously I knew there were individual leaves on trees, but when you look at a tree, for me, it was just a green blob. And so getting to see that
this man drove us here.
Yeah. And then going up to bat, I'm like, the ball has laces you can clearly see. You're not just like waiting for it to appear for a half second and fending it off. So that helped.
Not to out you, I do remember you were so competitive. If you got out, you would cry.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Just rage cry.
For a long time. Yeah. Till like probably 13.
Yeah.
If not older.
Yeah, probably till we moved, you know.
Yeah.
When did you start your gangster phase? You remember that?
Okay. First of all, I had the coolest friend in the world. His name was Lyle Harris.
Oh, he was cool.
We were best buds.
Did he go semi-pro or was that Lance?
Lance played at K-State and went semi-pro.
Went European. Okay.
But they were
Lyle
all really
played
good
at
basketball players. Yeah, Lyle went to Northwest. Yeah. But yeah, so I was friends with him, and I just remember I was like, I want to be like Lyle.
Lyle's black. Just so everybody knows it. Yeah, and Lyle Harris, do you keep up with him at all?
Every now and again. Sometimes I'll remember to text him on his birthday and be like, happy birthday, because he always be like, respect your elders. And he's like a month older than me. So
I remember playing basketball.
Yeah, he was awesome. We would play basketball together. He's always super encouraging. The funniest moment I remember him, though, he came over, we were playing football in the backyard, and he had a brand new pair of shoes on, and he stepped in Casey's dog poop.
Yes.
And he picks up the shoe, and he hated it so much, he just chucks the shoe into like another yard and runs home barefoot.
Wow. I remember him like that was. I remember that memory of just he hated dog.
I remember I had to like pick up the yard of dog poop before he came over.
Always. And Casey would always eat the water balloons. We played with water balloons a lot for some reason as kids. And do you remember her poop would have water balloons in it?
Yeah, I do. I also remember the time she ate the entire bowl of Hershey Kisses.
It was that or Snickers and
Hershey Kisses.
Oh yeah, it was Cora who ate the Snickers. Yeah,
and apparently chocolate doesn't kill dogs.
Apparently not,
because that was an ungodly amount of chocolate.
I haven't tried on purpose, but. Like grapes, like Ellie, I'm really nervous for Henry to snag a grape off of Ellie's tray.
Can they not eat grapes either?
No, they are not supposed to.
Really?
Yeah. Unless you've tried and maybe they're fine.
No, I mean, I've never fed grapes to a dog, but
yeah.
But usually they're so expensive.
So you had a black friend, so that's why you went big baggy shorts,
well,
flat
he was also kind of in then too. That was when Eminem was big.
Eminem. What's his face? Another one. Who's that?
DJ Khaled?
Yes, DJ Khaled was in. No, it was like no. It was seriously. It was like,
wasn't he in that? This to remember the name. Wasn't he in that rap like that song?
Oh my,
20% power or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Bro, that is Fort Minor.
Yes.
Yeah, but it features all of them. Lil Wayne's in it.
I don't think so.
No, what am I thinking of?
I know the song he's talking
Man,
about.
I mean, nothing to y'all. Is it that one?
It's Forever by Drake.
I thought, okay, no. This has like
that has
all
Eminem, Lil Wayne, Drake, and Kanye West in it.
Kendrick ruined Drake for me, dude.
No, it had.
Yeah, he kind of did.
It had
because I really liked Drake, and then he went in on him, and
last
I was like,
name
all right.
ever, first name greatest, like a sprained ankle, boy,
Yeah,
nothing
that's
to play
Forever
with.
by
Yeah,
Drake.
that's got Lil Wayne.
Yep.
It's got Eminem.
Kanye West, and Drake.
DJ Khaled's not in that?
No.
Kanye West is crazy too now.
Dude, Kanye
You were
West was
big into
awesome. I love
Kanye.
Kanye
Have you heard
West.
his cousin song?
No, I don't listen to much of his new stuff. I was
Ever
like,
since he became God and then wasn't God, it's been weird.
the church album he released
remember
was
when,
pretty
like,
catchy.
The entire Christian culture was like,
Well, they had no one cool for a really long time, so they would just grasp at anyone that was semi like they liked Nickelback for a second. They liked
yes.
they liked
and
the
Nickelback was not Christian.
they liked the Fray for a second.
Yeah.
So they just went through. Now they're cool.
Like I feel like the Christian leader now is Charlie Kirk, but like before he got assassinated, it was like the Christian leader of our time right now is what's his name, Huff. Huff.
Wesley Huff. I don't know. For people who pay attention to theology.
Right.
For sure.
But like, who
For
was
music?
the Christian leader
For
there for
music,
like 10 years?
For Day, it's probably Forrest Frank, right?
The first Christian artist, I think it was NF. However, I guess he doesn't make Christian music.
Yeah. Yep, NF had a stint. That was good.
Lecrae. But yeah, like as far as like the pop artist that was the face of Christian.
Your music.
Dude, I felt
Don't
like
get me
Casting
started on
Crowns
your
just-
music taste, man.
My
Dude,
music,
yeah.
mine's bad.
Bro,
Mine's
You
bad.
want to know what
I'm
he
sorry.
plays when we go to the gym to lift weights?
I hope it's not Shane and
Dude,
Shane.
I have it's not, but I have a very small workout playlist.
Probably the Chronicles of Narnia soundtrack.
Let's see what you're griping about, though. Let's hear it.
First and foremost, Sabrina Carpenter.
He does this, man. He'll like some basic white girl music in season. So before Sabrina, it was also Ariana Grande.
Until she
For a
just
minute.
got nasty.
Yeah. And then before that, it might have been Taylor Swift.
I have continued my fandom for her until
Oh, no hate. No
until
hate.
like recently. So
Why?
I kind of got tired of it. Her last album wasn't good, in my opinion.
No, it wasn't.
And I don't like Travis Kelce. I've tried. He's just annoying.
I liked when he was better at football. It made him more
Dude,
likable.
he's tanking my fantasy team right now.
I drafted him in a keeper league, and I really regret it a lot because I picked him
started
pretty
him and
high.
benched Kincaid this week.
It's
so.
crazy how he's just dropped off too. Like, and Mahomes
The whole
has too. It's
Chiefs
the whole
looks bad.
offense
Yeah.
has just tanked, which is, it's like a bad combo of the line can't hold anyone and the receivers can't get open and they have no running game.
And I don't feel like Mahomes and Kelce are very locked in.
You think they're distracted?
Very.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be that awful commercial that our
All
company
the
put out.
awful State Farm commercials
Yeah.
they're in. The Pfizer
I
commercials.
do. When some people come to me and they're like talking smack on the State Farm commercial, I'm like, you're talking to the wrong. Like,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
literally
on
agree
your
with
team,
you.
dude.
Yeah.
I hate our commercials.
Derrick Henry's fumbled 3 times. Please get him off our
Put me,
commercials.
put me in the marketing team, dude.
They're like, we got Patrick Mahomes. We're going to put Megan Trainor in here.
Yeah, what? Couldn't pick Carrie Underwood or somebody.
Meanwhile, progressives using no one to make the most hilarious commercials you've ever
dude,
seen.
the Don't Act Like Your Parents ones are so good.
They're so funny. Also, they do the backup quarterback one, which is
Those are
hilarious, where they
amazing.
demasculine a man and sub him out
Who
for
was
another
it?
dude.
Was it State Farm that did the one where it's like a football player and he just tackles people in the office?
I think so.
That was an
Do you know what I'm
old
talking
one.
about?
Was that Terry
funny.
Tate,
That's
office
Sports Center.
linebacker?
That's Sports.
Oh, that was Sports Center.
Dude, that was such a funny commercial growing
I think
up.
that was a Sports Center commercial.
I think there's another one though that they did make where there's a guy tackling everybody.
I don't know.
I remember the discount. Double check. No, you got.
OG State Farm guy was the best thing.
Yes.
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 Hold
Nobody.
on. Well, who are you talking about?
Jake
the
from State
white
Farm.
Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
That's
It's
hilarious.
so
no
That's
white
funny.
the best
Jake.
one.
That was funny, but people are like, I miss the white Jake, and that's my first indicator that somebody's just super racist.
Well-
because he was around for like,
Whatever.
Dude, seriously,
He
it's
was
like
around
a
for
list-
like 1
Those
year.
same people are like, I miss the white Jake. College basketball is elite,
Yes.
and
and Ulysses S. Grant.
I missed the commercial. The commercial was funny.
I can't. Yeah, when people are like, I miss the white Jake, I'm like, get out.
Yeah.
Please get out of my office.
Dude, I follow the new Jake on
He's
Instagram.
awesome.
Dude, his stuff is he's
Yeah,
he's,
he's
kind of
pretty
awesome.
good. He's pretty good. And also, like, he's just saying the lines the company gives him. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure there could be a lot funnier, creative character they could make. And
Well, and he's a very good dude. Like I got to hear him speak a couple years ago. And
isn't his name Kevin?
Kevin. Yep. And he was an actor before, but he just was like, He's like, dude, obviously I'm never not going to be anything but Jake from State Farm.
Yeah.
Kind of like Flo will always be Flo.
I don't.
Right.
If he was like in a movie, I would hardly be like, "Oh, that's Jake from State Farm."
I don't know. He could probably
First of all,
he could do a
chill out, chirping Jake from State Farm.
No, he has that Michael B. Jordan look though, where like Michael B. Jordan can do 1,000 things.
Racist.
That's
What is it, Nick Cannon or Michael? You remember I couldn't tell the difference between Nick Cannon and Michael B. Jordan for like 10 years.
I don't think you're alone. I think there were a lot of whites that got confused for a season.
All white people look the same. Like everybody mistakes.
But anyway, Jake was like, yeah, I'm never going to be anything else. He's like, but he like tries very hard to like he thinks he's like, I pretend that I have every State Farm agent in the room with me when I go places is what he said. It's like, that's cool. That's
I
kind of
appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate
that.
him not getting in any scandals.
Yeah. Dude, this guy's at like Coachella and doing all this like wild stuff. So
you guys need a late. I had the biggest crush on the progressive lady growing up. I swear to God.
Flo?
I swear to God.
That's so funny.
God, dude,
you got some mom issues.
Yes.
Or some aunt issues, something, man. I think Flo gives off aunt energy. Like
dude, she does.
There's
she
not
does.
a mom there.
Like
So.
the aunt on Xanax. Yeah.
AT&T
Yeah.
had a lady that they got rid of out of nowhere. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Dude, I had the fattest crush on her too growing
Well,
up.
do you remember?
This podcast is brought to you by, you guessed it, me, Landon Ball, State Farm agent. Do you feel like insurance doesn't make any sense? You are not alone. My team and I are trying to figure that out like every day. If you want to understand your insurance policy better, specifically if you have like a life or car or home insurance policy that some brother-in-law or uncle twice removed sold you years ago, reach out to my team here in Fayette at 660-248-2424 or go to our website at FayetteInsuranceTeam.com. Please don't call me with anything non-insurance related. Don't call our office if it's not about insurance. Please don't call or contact our office if it's about ice cream shop. Anything that's not insurance related. Thanks. You remember LeBron was in those commercials?
In which ones?
Those AT&T ones? You remember you had like some of the OG LeBron shoes in your gangster phase? I bet those are, if you had kept
Those zebra
clean,
ones?
Yeah.
Mom bought me those. Those were the cool. That was the first real pair of basketball shoes I got. And I didn't realize there were levels to like.
They have straps too.
So they had straps, but I remember like they had actual air in them. So you felt the bounce on the floor and they had extra grip. And so I was like, oh, your shoes do matter when you're playing in them. Like I just thought you could play in any shoes, but it was like, no, there's levels.
Dang it, I thought I could get away from them, but I can think about zip codes now. You idiot.
Well,
Do I need to actually cut that? Or can we
I don't
keep
know. It's
Probably,
so funny. It's up to
probably,
you.
dude.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I coach girls, so
Yeah.
I coach junior high girls.
Yeah.
I really didn't notice it until the lady started complaining about it. So it's like I wasn't seeing it, but then once I did, I was like,
He said you got some mom issues with Flo.
Yeah. So Cody had a crush on Flo. All right.
That's
has.
That's the wild.
No,
Has.
had. She's getting old.
She's
now.
aged.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Watch your
old now.
ants. Cody's around.
Dude, and I feel like Jamie is like the gay uncle.
Who?
Jamie.
The Jamie in the Progressive commercials.
I just
don't know.
love how
I've never paid
they
attention
just
to that.
crap on him. It's so funny.
My favorite are the don't act like your parents one and the backup quarterback ones.
Yeah. Those are
great,
good.
yeah.
Those are good every time.
If you guys could do like a commercial for State Farm, what do you think you would say you should do?
I wouldn't make it anything insurance related, similar to like
What do you think
how
about the
not to
Batman
end up like your
Bateman
parents.
ones?
Do what?
What do you think about the
Bateman?
Batman Bateman ones?
That was awful.
I thought
that
those
was
were
horrible.
That was horrible.
That was so bad.
Like
Dude.
they weren't even coming
And
out with a Batman movie,
State
were
Farm-
they?
No.
Bateman's
State Farm
in the
was
new Lego Batman
So
game.
proud of it, by the way.
I remember they posted all the T-shirts, and then
And
they
we really
rated-
hopped off the Schwarzenegger one, and everybody loved that one.
The olds probably did love.
Yeah, the Super
Schwarzenegger.
Bowl, people loved that one. Like a good neighbor. And that lasted like 2 months.
I tell you,
Meanwhile, we were pushing this Bateman
I don't
stuff.
leave commercial breaks feeling good when we come on ever.
No.
Even the Super Bowl ones, I'm like,
No. They used to have real agents in it back in the day. Amy
Yeah.
was on one.
I remember first couple conventions we went to, they would like, I don't know how they went about it, but I think they would let agents submit it, and then we would watch them. Because I went to one in 14 with DJ when I wasn't an agent, and then I went to my second one when I had just opened. And I remember they would put up like 4 or 5 that the company picked that agents made, and then we'd vote on them, and that's how it was
That's
picked.
way cooler.
And those were way cooler. Like
Yeah.
I think an agent made that Buffalo one. Do you remember the Buffalo one where they're like,
Oh,
like
yeah.
your neighbor State Farm is there, and they did the jingle, and
Yeah,
it takes
yeah,
them
yeah.
out of a disaster? Like those were actually good.
That's actually, well, and that created a whole span of like, we've been on that, like like a good neighbor and they pop up kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you guys seen the trend on like social media, like the reels where they do like like a good neighbor, and it's just like the most wild situation.
that's more of the stuff I'd want to see, like an
Like a good
invasive
neighbor, and your
neighbor.
dad comes back.
Yeah, that's the type of stuff that I would like to see State Farm do for their commercials. Is like a good neighbor, but it's like the most invasive, over the top neighbor that you could ever have.
Oh my
Like-
gosh.
Like mows your grass, but knocks out a window.
Dude, there's like someone did one with like the State Farm guy and just steals the wife. He like a good neighbor.
Dude, that was Drake.
That's an SNL
Yeah, that's
skit.
an SNL skit with Drake.
So, no.
It wasn't Drake?
No. It's Michael B. Jordan.
Who's racist now?
That's not even close, dude. That's not even close. That was Michael B. Jordan in that one?
100% Michael B. Jordan.
Man.
Or Nick Cannon.
What if we're all
Indistinguishable.
wrong?
You can tell by how many kids they have which one is which, but 100% it's Michael B. Jordan. Dude, I think Nick Cannon has a baby mama in Moberly.
Does.
Yeah. My in-laws told me about that on some stupid TV show they watch.
Yep, he does. He does. I was educated on that a couple years ago.
Is she loaded?
You should cold
think
call
so.
him. Try to get his business. He has one of the sickest Tundra builds.
Does he?
I'll pull it up for you.
I can appreciate that.
The sickest.
The
Nick
sickest.
Cannon. He probably had to sell it, but
Dude, I lived right by Nellie's mom. So Nellie built before he died. His mom.
Nelly died.
are you bringing up Nelly?
Yeah, Nellie got shot and killed, didn't he?
I thought Nelly was in jail for
Dude,
pedophilia.
Nelly is totally alive.
No, Nellie's dead. 100%.
Zero chance.
Nellie's deed.
Nelly's alive, you muppet.
No, this is the Matrix.
Bro,
Nellie
racist.
got-
Racist.
Okay, well,
You have a racist segment. Cody just killed Nelly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him
Who are you
canceled.
confusing Nelly with right now?
Nobody. I swear, I thought he got shot and killed in St. Louis.
Are you talking about Tupac?
No,
Well,
no,
Tupac
I
definitely
wasn't
wasn't
even.
killed in St. Louis.
I was in a
Or
rush.
was he ever
So
killed?
Tupac's alive.
That's the Tundra build.
That's pretty sick.
Nasty. Yeah. Did a whole YouTube video on it.
Okay, dude.
Anyway, Nelly has bad. I guess he's alive, but his mom. He
Look
built
at this stupid picture of Nick Cannon. It looks like Aladdin.
I mean, maybe that's where he drives it in his palace.
You guys are old enough. You were around for the beef between him and Eminem when that was a thing.
No,
I
dude,
thought
we
it was
were-
him and 50 Cent.
Nick Cannon and 50
Oh,
Cent?
no, I thought Nelly. I thought we were still talking about
Oh
Nelly.
no!
Yeah.
So- but my point about Nelly is that he built a really sick house, like right
In Wildwood,
in-
right? The mansion?
I think it's in Jefferson County,
Okay.
or maybe it is Wildwood, but it's like in a distance.
It's abandoned now, right?
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about?
It's on
Yeah.
a giant hill, and you can see it from a real
Yeah,
big
yeah.
distance.
Glass.
Yeah.
Lots of glass.
It looks like a normal house.
Whatever.
to me.
He's not dead. I just Googled it though, I promise. I don't know who you're thinking of.
That was like, I do not remember that. I feel like I would remember that.
Imagine breaking that.
Do you know
news on this
Nelly plays a
podcast.
lot of slow pitch in St.
Really?
Louis? Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
He does a lot of cool. He does like a whole school, like a college for like musicians and stuff. Like if people want to learn music and such.
Him and 50 Cent had a spat not long ago, I think, if I remember right. One of them can't read.
Eminem was cool. All of them were cool.
50
until
Cent's a very successful entrepreneur, so I'm going to have to go with Nelly.
Entrepreneur.
Maybe.
Why would you go with Nelly?
He said between the two of them. Or no, 50 Cent and who can't read? What's the other person you were saying
Nelly.
had beef?
I thought it was Nelly
You
and
said
50
one of them
Cent.
can't read. I'm going to assume
I
it's
totally.
Nelly.
We
think
need
he's
to
thinking-
cut that
he's
because I think this is totally wrong. But they had beef. There was beef not long ago where there was like, read a book to your kid.
Keep that in. Don't make that.
It might have been Floyd Mayweather and
Floyd
50
Mayweather
Cent.
can't read. That's who you're
I think that
thinking
was. I think it was
of.
Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent had beef.
We're confusing a lot of.
I know we're gonna have to cut pretty much
Black
this
people.
entire episode. This is just gonna be a shorts episode where like people come to your site to search for the episode and it's not there. It's not there. They're like, where are these shorts from? It's like, well, the episode after we cut everything out was about a
Well,
minute and a
speaking
half.
of like what was the Christian artist that's big now? Frank?
Forrest Frank.
Forrest Frank.
Is
Did
he?
you see Corey Asbury make a video that offended him? Did you see that whole drama?
Oh, I forgot he's another Christian singer.
Well, Corey Asbury's Facebook shorts are hilarious.
Are they?
Like some of them are like, was that even Christian? Like, can you say that? And so after Forrest Frank posted some video where like allegedly like God healed his back after he like prayed a bunch in
This
bed.
guy Josiah showed me.
Yeah. So then Corey Asbury makes like a mocking video where he fakes a colonoscopy and talks about like snip, snip, and the Lord like planting his seed and like dude just saying some of the outrageous stuff.
You need to show him this video.
It's gone
because Forrest Frank got really upset, and then they did the gayest thing ever. And they made like a making up song together. It's the worst.
You can find the video.
I bet 96.1 loved that.
Yeah. Do you remember Wally on 92.1?
Yes.
Yep. Skillet.
Oh yeah.
Skillet's still good.
Skillet's still
Skillet
good.
was
They went away for a little bit.
There was another one that was
Flyleaf's
Toby Mac had a season. Got bad.
Not bad.
But early on.
Yep.
Flyleaf's a good Christian artist.
Yes.
Like everybody thought there's a really famous song that everybody thought wasn't about what it was about.
Me up inside.
No.
That's Evanescence.
It's like the one where it's like, I can feel you all around me.
Yeah.
That one.
Okay.
He's definitely heard it.
Cutlass.
I've never heard them.
No, the
Third
worst part
Day.
about riding with Landon is it's Shane and Shane everywhere.
First of all,
Dude,
we
he'll
haven't
play
ridden in a car
Veggie
together in a long time.
Bro.
He'll play
Enough.
Veggie Tales in the gym.
Yes, he will. That's okay.
No,
okay.
it's not. What? You know
Whatever keeps you moving forward, man.
You know how hard it is to bench 315 and I got Veggie Tales
with
in
the
the
Lord's
Dude,
strength
make your own
behind you.
excuses. All right. Don't blame it on me.
You should try it, dude. He'll go over there and do 415. Not even, he'll be like, okay. He's
I feel
on
like
something.
I don't know. Again, like maybe that's my tism, but like I have different songs where like
Too much
they have
Tylenol.
they like the Mulan. You would think it's "I'll Make a Man Out of You" gets me really pumped up. It's Reflection.
I played Make a Man Out of You and Metal, and he like turned this off.
Sucked. He did like the Justin Hahn thing, you know.
So good.
Justin's got some bangers.
He's
I'm like,
got
I
a
didn't know they
he's
made
like-
this in metal.
Like, dude, I could be like, dude, I love the national anthem. He's like, have you heard this metal cover for it? He'll just like start playing.
Taylor Swift metal covers
yes.
go crazy.
Yeah, that's what he's got, a bunch of Taylor Swift metal covers. And then you need to ask him for his like coffee shop collection because he's got some like acoustic music and it's all rap songs that someone's singing and they're like the worst songs you could sing in slow acoustic versions.
Like,
yes.
I've heard the one where
it's like the wedding singer off
Candy
of,
Shop, only acoustic.
Yeah, the wedding singer from
Adam Sandler.
No. He it's the movie where the four of them go to Vegas. I'm blanking on the name right now.
With tattoo face.
Yes.
What is that? Hangover.
Hangover.
That's what it is.
Yeah, the wedding singer from The Hangover.
Yep.
Like a bunch of songs like that.
Who sings Umbrella? It was like Umbrella.
Rihanna.
Dude, there's a metal version of that song. So good. So freaking good. Punk Goes Pop.
So white.
I don't want to hear it.
So
I don't want to hear it from you.
Exactly what I expect.
He's so white as I blare
owner.
Veggie Tales on the way home.
Veggie Tales, Mulan.
Mulan I can get with. Like that's a good Disney movie. That's like my favorite.
The first one is very good. They made a second
only
one.
Well, not a sequel, but they made like the line.
No, they made a sequel.
They made a sequel.
There's a Mulan
That's
2.
how bad that was.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind
And
of like
then
every sequel after Sandlot was hot garbage.
the live action one was awful. So bad I decided to post on Facebook how awful it was. And believe it or not, there are humans that don't think it was awful.
Have you guys seen? Did you guys ever watch Little Mermaid?
Were we allowed to? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Dude, I have like the OG VHS like copy of
Yeah.
it where they you know what I'm getting
yeah,
at?
I know what you're getting at.
The artist made one of the buildings in the background the shape of an anatomical part that I won't. A penis.
Anytime I heard the word phallus, it reminds me of when Dwight.
Oh, it's always in the office.
He's like, phallus, you got this. He's like, sorry, got penis on the brain.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he was like going through them.
Yeah, just like rapid fire.
Because she got flashed.
Yes,
It was
right.
the episode where she got flashed. And then Michael's joke when he was right around the office pretending to do it. You know what's funny? It's like after watching The Office and then becoming your own boss and then employing people, they nailed the stereotypes.
I keep telling them we need to do like an Office theme. Like I guess we couldn't do it with State Farm, but like make a parody with just them because sometimes they are legitimately an episode of The Office. Like especially when you're gone and they have like little mini meeting. I haven't told you this, but they have little mini meetings up front and then the most wild diabolical.
Who's turning those? Because I can't believe Natalie or John is turning those into something diabolical. I am accusing Kyle currently.
There's only 3 of them.
Honestly, it's like very equal participation.
Yeah. Our office gets really wild too, where if there was a camera in there,
dude,
it
if
would,
you think this one You got to hear the
How many
chirping
team
over
members
there.
do you have?
5.
In a room like this size.
You ever want to do a podcast? I know a guy.
It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, we got a lot of characters in there.
Yeah, no, you just make a lot of noise, you know?
Have you guys ever thought about combining forces maybe?
Dude, I thought about that last night. That was one of the things where, oh yeah, I was just going to say, like, you're probably the only other insurance agent I will ever let on here. Mostly because, like, you're the only person that I'm like, fine if people are like, yeah, all right, go with Logan for State Farm. But I was like, yeah, I think you and I would probably join forces if they ever made it like financially beneficial for both.
Yes,
But
or they made
not.
us mad enough, or that we were like, because State Farm, they don't like that. So it's like
combining.
Yes,
no,
they don't like that because it's. I think they think it confuses the customers, which it does, but it ends up
confusing the customers, me and you.
No, yeah, that would never happen. But yeah, but like a lot of the agents, what'll happen is it'll usually be like a younger agent will have an older agent move in, and then it like absorbs that, and that's not how they want that to go down. They want to be able to take that assignment and bring in a new agent, but what ends up happening is wherever they were resting,
right,
takes majority.
Like we're sharing an office, and then Logan retired. They're all gonna, instead of like putting a new agent into a new town, they're just gonna.
Well, they can try, but everybody's gonna be like, I want to be over there.
Yeah, no, this is where I go.
Yeah. So
they'd have to make it like financially beneficial.
L&L. I mean,
no, that's the thing is we could not combine.
We're too close in age too. Where like retirement will probably happen.
Benefit
around,
to either.
There's
of us
zero
to do
benefit
that, unless one of us was like, I'm not working anymore. That would be the only reason to do it.
Yeah. One of you could be like the face, and the other one could be like the more
businessy. Why'd you point at me?
Well, I don't know, or vice versa. I don't care.
Yes,
we know
you have more hair. That's fair.
It's just a little more.
That's
hair.
fair.
You know, I've been growing out my beard just
on your head.
Get close with you. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I've been taking biotin, and it's only growing anywhere but my head. I've never shaved my shoulders more. It's just crazy.
Oh, that's just getting old.
Yeah,
that's just what happens,
dude. You remember hand, foot, and mouth? Still losing this fingernail from 3 months later.
Yeah, that's gross. I'm so glad I never had that happen.
Well, hopefully you don't, because it was a big one this year, apparently.
Yeah, that's why you don't take your kids to church.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. Yeah.
I thought about buying the ad space that you have in this.
I will not let you.
Just to add to the confusion, I'll take your Forerunners, but put my face over them with the spinning disc.
This is a segment we need to do. Okay, so just go ahead and give me the rundown of just the stats of you, so people like start by my wife's name is this. She is a teacher blank. Like just do the whole rundown,
whole difference between the two.
Do everything you need to do, and I'll.
Okay. So
go ahead and state your name.
My name's Logan Ball.
Logan.
Where's the camera? Yeah, Logan. I have lived in Fayette since 2007. Never moved. Have stayed here since. Think it's great. My wife is Christina Ball. She is a counselor in Salisbury. She was a teacher over there before that, and she taught in Gillam and Glasgow before getting over there. My daughter is Hallie. She's 13. She goes to school here in Fayette. And then we have a 3-year-old Hardin, redheaded, and then an 8-month-old Hattie, who is also redheaded. Might be 9 months now.
And huge.
And enormous, yes. I think the other distinguishing factor is, I don't know if anybody mixes up, I'm the one that's coached here for a long, long time. I think the first group of boys I coached in Fayette was 2013 and 14, which was like the Henderson twins, Kyle Schleter,
that was without me. We coached a little bit together. We coached Lane's class together.
I don't remember that.
We did coach that together. And then I coached Tommy Phillips' class.
I do remember you had Tommy in your own group. And I remember coaching Lane's team with like Kobe Allen and Ryan
that was
Asbury
me
and Spencer. Yep. A lot of good athletes in that class.
And then they all just decided they
just didn't want to do it. And then after I coached the Henderson twins and that group of kids, then I coached Ben Wells, Hayden, Chase Allen, Kyler, all those boys, Gage, Alex. Did that for 2 years. And then I went to Harrisburg for a season and coached basketball over there. Then I got the insurance agency and I did that for a couple of years. Still am doing that, but then came back to Harrisburg, I believe, for 2 more seasons before coming over here to Fayette. And I've been in Fayette ever since. So been coaching pretty much the whole time since 2012, 13-ish.
So most likely I have never coached your child. in a sport, and Logan has, right? There's not even any little confusion of like, we both coached for a while together. Right. I remember coaching like one team with you when I was in high school, though. Like I was too
I don't
young
think
to be
we
coaching.
coached that Tommy's team together.
No,
I don't
that was just
remember
me.
ever coaching Tommy.
It was like Tommy, there was a McCutcheon kid, Tommy, Robbie. I had like 5
Ahmad?
kids.
Isn't it Ahmad?
Ahmad, that's right.
He was a beast.
He was. And all he had was like skater shoes. I remember buying him basketball shoes that year because he would foul out in like the second quarter because he couldn't stop.
Yeah, he's just disco sliding everywhere.
I had seen, I think, no.
Did you have Robbie Robinson too?
Yeah. Tommy, Robbie, Ahmad.
Was Blake Dawson in that class?
Gunner.
Dirk?
Yes.
Yep.
Gunner. And then there was a Heath kid, I think. Sterling's little brother. I can't. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, okay, so I'm married to Annie. She's from Minnesota, and she's a stay-at-home mom. She worked at Cold Apple Boutique for a little bit, but she has never been a teacher. We met in Minnesota at a church camp. I lived in Minnesota for 4 years. Logan's been to Minnesota twice.
Horrible. Awful. Outside of Red Cow.
Yeah, the Red Cow was great. We went to that little Stillwater River. That was fun.
That was cool, yeah. The stairs to nowhere.
Yeah, well, yeah, the stairs to the view.
Well.
Yeah, I know. we've had you've got to see Germany, like
that's true. That's true.
Stairs to Stillwater, Minnesota. Yeah. And then I have Ellie, which I guess there is some confusion. Like Ellie was born like 4 months before Hardin. Yeah. So I have a girl named Ellie who's like 3.5 now. And then JJ is my son, who turns a year in October. So he's like 3 months ahead of
Hattie will be a year in December.
Yeah. So 2 months ahead of Hattie. Yeah. So, but yeah, Logan's agency is in Moberly, but he lives here.
Yep.
My agency's here. I live in Columbia. We might have found somewhere closer, actually.
Good.
In Rocheport, we're hoping.
Nice.
Actually, it's funny. The spot we're looking at is hilariously, Rocheport is closer to Ellie's school than where we live right now.
I can believe that.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. But exactly 19 minutes from her school, exactly 19 minutes from here.
That would be so much nicer. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm hoping that works out. But anyway, what else needs to be said? I own the ice cream shop.
Mm-hmm.
There are not current plans to open one in Moberly. I have been asked that.
By me.
No, obviously. But like, we had some people be like, oh, yeah, so you're hiring for the Moberly location? And I was like, what? But you're the kind of person who would like psyop and be like, hey, go ask Landon that.
I just want the people in Moberly to know I tried to bring you Henry's ice cream and Landon said no.
They have enough diabetes as it is. Okay.
First of all, it would do great there.
It would do great. It would do great. We have proof of concept. It's hard. What's your opinion on like I notice a lot of businesses will announce their price increases. As a consumer, are you one of those people who like, oh, I appreciate the heads up? Or do you just like,
I don't care. If it's good, I'm going to pay for it. And it's going to be fine. Yeah.
I don't want to know because I probably didn't notice before.
Right. Yeah, that's usually how I am. If I were to announce it, I just draw attraction to it. So
yeah, you get people complaining that don't actually shop there, and then it gets more publicity than it should. And yeah, it wouldn't be worth it.
Logan owns way more rental properties than I do now. So like the amount of calls I get to my office about rental properties that are for Logan. So that's Logan. Yeah. I'm me. I don't know. Like I was trying to think what else I want to talk to you about besides. Any other childhood stuff we should talk about?
We didn't even get into any of that.
We really didn't.
Trauma?
I don't think we wanted to. No, I think this is just like what is an ease in for you,
Yeah. I would say probably most people watch this and be like, he didn't even do anything.
No.
Like,
which is fine, by the way.
Yeah.
This has been, at a minimum, very fun for me.
I've not laughed this hard as a
kid. This has been good. But I don't know. Like, I try to think about my audience and what they want to hear. Like, one of the things we've been working on through some like classes, like it's really good when you're trying to create content if you can identify like your audience and specifically a person. Yeah. And so lots of times I'm thinking like the people that I least want to talk to are the people that what?
The people I least want to talk to.
No, at least.
I thought you meant like least. Like I'm about to list a group of humans I never hope are on my podcast.
No, dude, yeah. Ooh, careful. Okay.
I can
because I can come up with that. But no, I at least want to like the people that I've tried to that I think I want to message to are like the people that are maybe your and I's age or younger that are like I guess my question for you is like, at this point now, you've probably achieved a lot of the things that maybe you didn't think you were going to achieve. I don't know. What keeps you competitive? What keeps you like still like going? Like, I guess, yeah, what keeps you fired up and doing things? You know, I know you're a competitive person. Is it just being competitive, or like what kind of drives you now?
I think early on it was like proving myself and being accepted. I think it's shifted now where like I'm only really doing things that I want to do versus trying to do stuff to prove myself to other people. And so like what I'm doing now, I love doing because it's more than oftentimes helping somebody. So like in the insurance office, helping somebody, whether it's saving money, understand things better, do something like that. It's great in there. And then coaching's the same way, just spending a lot of time trying to help kids be better at whatever they're doing and understand it better.
Why do you like coaching? I can't. I don't think I can do it. I just get too agitated. Like I get agitated watching Hallie's games. Like I'm just
with who?
What do you mean? Like
who do you get mad at? What do you get mad? Well, that's a normal part of coaching.
I would just be way too into doing that. And then the other team, yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
yeah. I like coaching just because, especially like at the age group that I get to work with a lot, they get better quickly. Yeah. So it's really fun to see like after 1 month what happens, or where they get, if you take an even bigger step back after 2 years. Like there's a lot of kids we get starting 7th grade to when they leave 8th grade that you're like, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
And that's really fun. The other thing I really like watching them do too is a lot of the kids, and I don't feel like I do anything super special, but there's a lot of kids that like love it. Like, this is my only sport. And they come to every open gym. And like, I don't want it to be their only sport. That's never what I'm trying to do. But it's really cool to see them love it that much. And I feel like I played a little bit of a role in helping them.
Oh, well, everyone I talk to is just like, dude, you're such a good coach. And I'm like, that's Logan. But like, they seriously like, just I wish he would coach everything. And I'm kind of putting it together with what you just said as like, I think because you're doing like, they can't, what are they going to fire you when you make $1?
They can't.
Like, but that's my point is like for you, your attitude into it, and maybe if I'm wrong, clean me up, but like you're doing what you want to do at this point. You're not coaching for necessarily, I don't know, for acceptance or for money or for it's your full-time job. You're coaching because you love it. And so I think that gives you a different kind of freedom in your coaching of like, yeah, I'm going to invest in these girls and the outcome will come. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but it's not my full-time job, so I'm not going to get cooked by it. Like, you don't have to be coaching. I think that's a difference between coaches who are coaching for their job versus coaches who are coaching to coach.
Right. I want to coach. And I know like now I'm coaching my daughter, so there's probably some stigma like, oh, you just want to coach this kid. But like I coached at the junior high here for 2 years before she ever came up. And honestly, it's really hard coaching your own kid because you're so hard on them because there's a part of you that cares way too much.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
you care about all the kids, but like when it's your own kids, like, man, I know what you're capable of. And so watching that aspect, that's really hard. So like when she goes up to high school next year, if I'm still coaching at the junior high, I think it'll be a lot easier for me because it won't be as hard. So emotionally invested in that group of 8th graders currently. But it's been a lot of fun.
Do you ever do any like life lessons?
Are
you that kind of coach?
No. I coached with some coaches that would do like life lessons at the end of practice, and I appreciated them. There's some good metaphors that I've learned through those, and sometimes I'll use those when having a one-on-one conversation. But I notice a lot of life lessons can be taught in the moment with whatever's going on at some point in time. And a lot of it's just reminding the girls that like, correlating it to the real world, like. Your boss may do this, your spouse may do this, something like this can happen. And this is the sort of way we have to react to these situations. So, and it's just junior high. So there's not a lot of crazy drama that we're dealing with. So
stakes aren't as high.
Stakes aren't as high. So just preparing them to try to be successful at the varsity level and understand that. And
tell them to stay away from boys.
Oh, all the time. Dude. We just talk about how much the boys are terrible.
Yeah.
There was a couple years ago, I was coaching in Westran, and one of our girls got crossed up by a Westran player. And, you expect some oohs and ahs. The loudest ones were our own junior high boys. Just, oh, and I was like, Oh, it just made me so mad. And I turned around, I was like, you all are a bunch of clowns. And so they shut up, they sat down. The whole year, the girls.
Did you get an email?
I did not get an email, but the whole year the girls would take photos and videos of the boys because they weren't great at basketball. Coach Freeby's turning them around. They're going to be much better because they're a good group of athletes, but they were not good at basketball. And they would take videos and pictures of them and put the clown emojis over their heads and faces and call them clowns. And so it was kind of a running thing that went on for a while. But usually during basketball season, the girls are not about the boys at any point.
How much time we got to the battery's out?
It's you guys are good if you want to keep going, but I mean,
we're golden.
There's no way you guys go another hour. So
No, I don't have another hour.
Feel it
in me.
I'll say, when's your meeting as? At 4?
It's not a meeting. That's when the event on the patio is happening.
I am gonna pee my.
What are you doing up there
Again?
Yeah, dude. Look at this.
You're doing better than me because I'm at 11, so I've got a couple hours to drink.
I only
here.
drank like half a gallon of water today, and I need it.
I'm gonna chug that. It's probably not beneficial, but I'm just gonna sit there and chug it.
I feel like you can overdrink water for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Everyone. I hate.
You need to put salt in that so you retain it.
Yeah. Do you put salt in your water?
No.
I've seen that. I've not done it before, but
I've run like 75 hard off and on, and I always fail. Like I get like 40 days.
Dude, it's awful.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
I love routine, so like it really helps me be more efficient. But the rule is water and just water. So like you can't put creatine and you can't, and because the point of it is to follow directions. And people have this big issue where they get rules and they go, oh, but I'm going to do it like this.
Make
it's
an
like,
exception.
Yeah, no, follow the freaking directions. The rule is
so
just
anti-American.
Dude, I've seen it change some people's lives.
Oh yeah,
there's a couple people I've seen who did it, and it's like,
dude,
that's impressive.
I have transformation photos from like I've gone from 215 to like 185, and dude, I look insane in just 40 days. The 40-day run that I had last time, but it's just I'm being a pansy.
This is kind of fun. What are you at right now?
I don't understand it, but I'm floating between like 220, 225.
Okay,
I'm 200 pounds.
That's the heaviest I've ever been.
210, mate, at the heaviest.
Cut 15 in the last 2 weeks.
What
we were both at 215 like 2 weeks ago.
If I was probably overestimating. I've been floating between 200 and 210 for the past like month.
I don't get it. So me and my friend we started lifting really heavy in like December, January.
Yeah.
He's gone from, I think he was mid 220s down to, he's like 196. And I went from like 208 to 223.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know.
Do you want to?
They fixed his nose and his body's like, oh my gosh, oxygen.
I'm just lifting.
Is the goal to look better naked? Is it to perform better? Like
that's his.
Honestly, the longest motivation. So first of all, when I started lifting, it was just because I stayed in a room with somebody that didn't know they had sleep apnea, and I was like, I can never get to that point. Yeah. And so that's when I started lifting. But this is silly, but like it made playing slow pitch softball much easier. Like didn't feel like dying on the Sunday after playing. So recovery was better. Performance was better when playing, which again is dumb, but it was like, I enjoyed doing that.
Dude, you played slow pitch forever.
Good being competitive in it.
If you're gaining weight, and I would challenge anybody to try to find science that says I'm wrong, because I'm not wrong. But it's thermodynamics.
Way to start.
I like it. I'm ready.
I hate this industry. It is calories in and calories out.
Yeah, but I don't think he's trying to lose weight, are you?
Well,
not necessarily, yeah.
What I'm saying is if you're gaining weight, it's because you're consuming more calories than you're burning. If you're losing weight, it's because you're burning more calories. And then if you're staying, it's because you're maintaining.
Yeah.
So if you have a goal, you just need, but if you don't have a goal, that's okay too.
But I also think too, like, I feel like currently I look a little bit bigger, but not in a bad way. Like,
yeah, that's fine.
My clothes still fit comfortably, but I'm heavier. And so I've got one of those glass scales that you can buy where it gives you like BMI and that sort of stuff. It says I've gained like 10 pounds of muscle mass, but I don't.
Way off.
I doubt it.
10 pounds. Yeah. 10 pounds of muscle is insane to do even in like a year. Like if you the only exception are people who are brand new. Like he could probably put on in a year, especially if he starts going like super hard. He could he could probably put about 10 pounds of muscle on in the first year. But after that, it's pretty hard to put on a bunch of muscle.
Yeah.
But that said, I hate when people are like, oh, I'm gaining weight, but it's all, it's 5 pounds of muscle. Like, no, it's not. Shut up.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get
sometimes we just want to feel better about ourselves, Cody. All right. So
well, like I'm gaining weight, but I don't feel bad about it. And there's some dudes that I've met that like are really, really strong. And then I'm like, well, what do you weigh? And they look like they would weigh less than me. And they're like 20 pounds heavier. And so it's like, okay, there's something to that too, where like, you can put it on.
Yeah, and that's probably because they're lean and their fat percentage is lower. However, gaining fat's not bad. Like I have a higher fat percentage than I normally would have.
Right.
But I can also bench 350 almost.
Right.
So like, and it's because, and I'm squatting an insane amount of weight right now too.
Yep.
So it's like fat correlates.
Gets to go down like 8
and that's
inches,
what I've noticed too.
Right.
The gym performance has been much better too, though. So that was something where like it really felt like I plateaued, couldn't reach much more, and now it's getting to where like throwing around some weight that I've never thrown around before, which is nice.
Feels good.
Oh yeah, feels really good.
It sucks because I'm really wanting to compete MMA really badly going into 2026. And so now I love lifting like a power lifter.
You would probably need to cut an insane amount
because
those guys
cut like 50 pounds.
Those guys are lean,
and this guy's short, so he'd have to get.
I'm not fighting that. Like if
you'd have to get down to like 145.
So you said you're 220.
Yeah.
So like let's just say you're like, okay, I'm gonna cut down to 200, and I chose to fight at my weight. I'd be fighting a guy at your height with your arm reach with you.
Yeah, dude,
like
that's not fair.
Who's trained?
All you have to do is stick your hand out on top of his head.
No, dude,
and just let him swing.
I want him to come to jiu-jitsu.
I'm not so big into like UFC stuff, but I remember when I was working for the Overstreets out at CMMG, they had a guy that was working there that fought. And so they'd buy tickets to when he fought. And I went out there that night and there are some humongous dudes, terrifying. It like there was one fight that reminded me of 2 polar bears going at it, like enormous whites, just attempting to kill each other.
I'll tell you what, I would rather go against somebody at my weight right now though than go against like somebody at 135 to 145.
Maybe so, like a Conor McGregor.
Yeah. I'm 200 pounds and I go to practice. My coach is maybe 135. He might be a little bit heavier, but he's short. He's shorter than I am.
Right.
He beat the brakes out of me last Sunday. Beat the brakes out of me. Just like. And I'm just like,
so humbling.
Dude, went ratatouille on that pot of soup over there.
Jiu-jitsu people, like, I know they're not supposed to seek others out, but there was like, this was a long time ago. But you remember Zach Cook? He started doing jiu-jitsu and he did not say anything. And he was like, he'd been at me for like 2 or 3 hours. He's like, let's wrestle. Let's wrestle. I'm like, dude, it's a party. It's New Year's Eve. Like, I don't want to.
It's just a guy thing.
Eventually got to it where I was like, fine, we can wrestle. 30 seconds later, I'm in a pretzel and I'm irate. Like, clearly the dude has training and he just folded me up in
It's
no
like
time.
Steph Curry going to an elementary school. You're like, we'll shoot some free throws?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. No, it was, I was like, okay, he got me.
Jiu-jitsu is bullcrap though, because you start punching a guy in the face, like a lot of that goes out the window.
I just was amazed at how, one, the hip control and strength was super impressive. Especially for a guy his frame, because he's not a humongous being. I mean, he's
lanky.
tall, but he's lanky, but you didn't expect that. And then like just the way he had me folded up in like 30 seconds, I was like,
and aren't you kind of claustrophobic too?
No, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Did not like it. It was on a nasty living room floor of a rental at a New Year's Eve party, like 2013. So
it's hard to explain to people that the people like Conor McGregor's frame who train would beat the brakes out of somebody like Sibling, who's like, looks like a monster.
Nobody knows these people.
I know who he's talking about.
I know
you know who I'm talking about. Yeah,
you know
get
who
out of
Steve
here.
is. I watched the clip.
Our audience. I looked at the analytics. Our audience are men. Okay?
That's true. You're right.
I watched the C-Bum clip the other day where he's training with the twins.
Dude, do you know who those people are? The Trend
twins.
They're like you two if you two took steroids.
And they argue and fight and roid rage out, and it's hilarious. And like C-Bum's in there and they start kind of barking at each other, and he's like, here we go. You can just see it on his face. He was like, it's about to happen.
He's been saying he wants to do jiu-jitsu, and I just want him to come to practice with us so bad.
You should.
Dude.
I wish there was one here. I would do something like that in the evenings just to get some
this used to be a
cardio
karate studio until I bought it. So.
Hallie did that.
Fake.
Yeah. We saw him the other day and he hadn't seen Hallie in years, and she stands up out of the car. He's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Dude, I don't see Hallie for like 2 months, and I'm like, and so I can't imagine like being years without seeing Hallie and just being like, what on earth?
What is that?
Yeah. What is that?
We took her to the doctor today. Did I tell you she had a broken toe?
Yes.
So she's had a broken toe since April, which now has
What a
injured
dog.
another part of her foot. Yeah. So she played entire travel softball, travel basketball, track, and did summer basketball all year. So she was getting through softball, but it was just bugging her too much. So they think resting it for like 3 to 4 weeks, she'll be fine. But long story short, I was like, what do the growth plates look like? And they're like, still open. Like,
wow.
Here we go.
Isn't she like 5'9" at this point?
5'9", 5'10". Yeah, they're like the
She's getting
ankle.
close to me.
The ankle hasn't fully developed, and it's like, oh boy, we might get a 6-footer here.
She's getting close to me. talk about Jordan, maybe.
Jordan would love a segment about her currently. Yeah.
She would. She'd be like, no, and don't.
Dude, we need to cut it, but then like just send her like we did a whole pod about her. Like this is just the preview
like
of
this
the
is just
pod.
a clip. Yeah.
And yeah, we just talk about her.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, Jordan was like, so it went well, just for everybody's sake too. All of us are JLB initials.
Yep.
We all go by our middle names. And it went Logan, then me 3 years later, then Lane 3 years later, and then Jordan 5 years later after Lane.
6.
6?
Mhm.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Lane was born in 98.
Yeah.
She was born in 03.
Well, they're 6 years school-wise apart.
School-wise, sure. Yeah. But yes. So like she got, in my opinion, raised as like the princess, but also the firstborn and an only child all in one.
And the only girl.
And the only
house
girl.
full of boys.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
And I was favorite brother and favorite uncle to Hallie. So I'm just doing well. Always been the golden child, you know?
Yes. I was going to say, that was always my perspective through my eyes is I was like, oh, I want to be like Landon. Landon can do no wrong. Landon does everything mom and dad want him to do.
Remember nobody could drive the Gator except for me?
Yes, I do remember that. And I'd ask why, but I know why.
Grandmom just liked how slow I would take the Gator when I drove it.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to talk about Jordan somehow.
Jordan also, I think, probably had the worst experience through.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine
everything. Yeah.
You remember that nightmare she had about like,
very detailed,
very detailed, and then it played out.
That's one that should be studied.
Maybe. Yeah, I remember that one. I remember she would have to rock herself to sleep, and so you could just hear that throughout the whole house. What was your experience moving from Columbia to Fayette like?
So it was different. So like I remember in February or March, well, it had to have been February. Dad took me to a game over here to watch a basketball game. So I got to watch Brandon Freebie coach and then saw like a bunch of guys playing that were so like Aaron Jones, Peyton Bolden, all those guys playing. And obviously I saw, Xavier and Ethan and Phillip. And so I got to watch all them and they like beat the brakes off Marceline, which was pretty sweet. And then we went to the Dairy Queen, got ice cream and it was still good. From there, and they were like, "What do you think about moving here?" I was like, "Oh, that'd be pretty cool." So
nice.
So they kind of started prepping like February, March that they were going to make that move.
Man. They didn't tell me that.
Yeah, you had friends.
I did, man. Dude, I had a girlfriend, and she broke up over email with me. But when we moved, we didn't get our dial-up set up for like 2 months. And so like 2 months later,
you're
I'm walking around thinking
AOL. You have a girlfriend. You're like, I guess I'll go talk to her now. 2 months later, and she's like, we're done.
I have an email from Sienna.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
Only
Dude,
Landon.
we're Facebook friends now.
Hey,
it's great.
Hey.
Only Landon we get dumped over email. That's
Oh,
great.
we've all been dumped in terrible ways, I'm sure, growing up.
I mean, we were the AOL generation.
I remember getting dumped in like 6th grade, but I got a $5 gift card to Randy's Frozen Custard.
Like they were like, "Hey, we're done." But
well, it was my birthday.
You got dumped on your birthday?
Nice.
Who was it?
Kinsey Stallo.
You guys dated?
For like 4 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've had one of those.
Yeah.
Never that short, but
They were all short growing up.
I had like a 21-hour one with this girl named Madison at Smithton, I think. Yeah. I think like somebody dared her to go out with me.
No, that Spad kid, Landon. You should go out with him. That'd be so hilarious.
Oh, dude, yeah. I don't know. It was like it was one of those things where like she was the fastest and I was the best at kickball. So
match made in heaven.
Dude, yeah. We're just playing gladiator out here.
Were you guys like the ugly kids in middle school or no? Or in school in general?
I don't know about the ugly kids.
Like 6'7",
Oh my God. I felt like I was probably chunky and then super immature. And then I know I had a high voice growing up, which was also embarrassing because, and I only know this because I would answer the phone at our house and they would ask, "Is this Lynette?" So that's cool.
Yeah. I was a stud. Cool. I definitely was a stud. If you look at my 4th grade pictures, I was cute. My first girlfriend in 4th grade, Katie Breedlove. She was the fastest. I was the best at kickball. I was just always the best at kickball and then dated whoever the fastest girl was in the grade.
Never good at sports. Never good looking. Just conned women left and right.
Well, and I was also like very like well mannered. I think like I was probably over. Like I remember cooking heart shaped brownies for Katie Breedlove in 4th grade.
So he's a
you weren't
simp.
doing that.
That's what he was.
Yeah,
I didn't have a girlfriend
that's true.
because I was a loser.
I remember you were kind of a class clown. Like, didn't you tease one of our teachers about being fat because she would swallow popcorn whole and then walk on the treadmill and it would pop?
That's just science.
Who was that? No, we don't want to say her name in case she listens.
No, she knows who she is.
Yeah,
she won't listen to this.
Did you guys have a phase? Was that a thing? You guys too old for that? Like a
phase.
Like
he had a gangster phase.
like an emo
Bro,
or goth phase. Like was
We
that
weren't like emo goth. No,
No. I did grow my hair out once.
our hair when we grow it out only goes fuzzy. Though.
Dude, okay.
It does not go long.
Dad, for whatever random reason, when I was, I can't remember if this was freshman, right? I think it might have been 8th grade year. Just took me to get frost tip highlights. They weren't cool anymore then. It was late.
Was it?
It was late to the game. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
people were doing that when I was in school? I feel like it's always been kind of.
I just remember like it happening, and I was kind of like, I had asked for them probably like years prior.
Yeah, and you
when
kind of
it
had
was
curly hair too, so you had the Justin Timberlake thing, Lance Bass.
It was no longer in anymore. I just got made fun of when I got back to school. So that was cool.
I used to split dye my hair like black and white.
Gosh, like a skunk.
Gosh, dude. Yeah, dude, he's always been in the ferret family.
That was my nickname in the trades. They all called me Skunk because I like come to work. To
I
hang
call him
drywall.
Ferret now. That's his
Ferret.
nickname.
He said that should be my MMA nickname if they announced my name, like Cody
the
the
Ferret.
Ferret.
Dude, you need to have the ferret on the pod.
I tried. Henry's in the other room right now.
Let them chase each other.
Well, he was in here for the news segment. I had him do the news segment.
The ferret probably.
Henry and my ferret have met, and they loved each other. And they played.
Oh yeah,
around.
because he watched him while we were in London.
So
even better.
Henry did really well with the cats too. I thought he was going to be
chill.
He's pretty chill.
He's
I thought he
chill
was gonna be a
overall. He just
terrorist.
once he sees somebody, he just can't.
He's
get
like
over it.
Harden.
And he's like 4. He's like 4 years old. He should be fat and slow at this point.
Nope.
Just
No, do you remember Casey? She was puppy forever. Forever.
was a good dog. Dude, I remember Coda. That made me sad.
That was one of the worst experiences, was her getting, she fell out of the back of my truck. Like she was leaning on the end and the back wheel caught her and ran her over. And then she was like brain injury, but she lived for like 2 couple weeks afterwards. And so it was just awful.
Well, Coda was my dog, and I remember it's unfair to you, Lane, but I've always been more mad at Lane than you over that thing.
Over Coda?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because I blamed him. Then Lane, we're chill. But I blamed him. She ran off like after week 2.
Oh, yeah.
Where we were trying to like, dude, she was done. She should have been put down if
we
she
should
ran
have
over.
put her down.
But you know, I'm like syringe Gatorading and like
We were having
syringe
to like
putting Gatorade and
shove
stuff
food
in
down
her mouth.
Yeah, it was horrible.
And so I remember Lane was supposed to be watching her, and so then I was always mad at Lane because then I found her on like that gravel road that goes to the Ricketts.
Oh, she got way out there.
Yeah, she got way out there. So I went and found her and picked her up, and then
Yeah, that was horrible. Lane also had a bad dog experience because
Annie,
his just disappeared out of the blue for no reason.
oh, went to another farm, which
But they didn't tell him.
no. And now that I'm older, when I say I'm taking something to the farm, that usually means you're killing it.
What?
I don't know if you've ever put that together. Yeah, no,
No.
I'll look that up.
No, I did
Saying
not.
I'm taking something to the farm is a thing.
I'm today
So-
years old when I realized that too.
So now when people say we're going to take them to the farm, it's like,
Goodbye.
I just assumed they let him go out there.
that's what we used to do with cats that we would find. Just take it out to the barn.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So are you more of a cat guy or a dog guy?
I'd probably say I like cats more. They're a little easier to
You
maintain.
can't say anything, ferret boy.
Hey,
all right?
I want to rent from him, and he's like, no, you have cats. I'm like, dude, I think this
If you had dogs, I wouldn't let you either.
I like dogs, but like I like
They're
them.
way
I
more
don't
work.
like big. I don't like big dogs. So I like the smaller dogs, which I know probably isn't. It's probably a bad thing too. But yeah,
cats are just self-sufficient. You can neglect your cat completely, and it will go kill stuff. Like, it'll just go
yeah. It's like, all right, I'll go eat some mice since you're
I
not going
don't
to feed
know.
me
All
today.
the cats I had, I think, had brain damage. Remember Petunia? Still gone.
I have
Kylo.
I have her brother. He is insane. I do
Ooh,
think cats
Pickles.
I think cats get severely inbred, and then it's bad.
Yeah. Especially in this town, they just show up.
dude,
I'm so sick of the amount of pit bulls and cats in this town. I'll say it. The amount of pit bulls and cats.
Yeah, I know that after, owning rental properties, you get people and it's like everybody has a pet. And it's like, so you kind of have to accept that now that like they're going to have pets. But the number that some people have are crazy. They'll be like, I've got 3 dogs and 4 cats. It's like, and it's just you.
And they're like, oh no, and 4 kids. And can you make the rent $300?
I don't have a lot of people like barter with me on rent, but I will get people that are like, it's me, my husband, my 3 grown adult children, 3 smaller children, and 5 animals. And I'm like, this is an 850 square foot
and gerbil
2-bedroom, 1-bath house. Where are you putting everyone?
Yeah,
where are they going?
I get why renters don't want to rent to people with animals, because like I lived in a home where we had a zoo and it was disgusting.
Oh, you had a pet pig, remember?
I did have a pet pig growing up.
Ooh, that was one of the stories I want to share. So I was always a good kid. Logan was in trouble a lot. But so our stepdad, I feel like we should clear this up too. Our dad and our mom are no longer married, and my mom married Kevin Beeler. Kevin Beeler is not my biological father. There's actually lots of people who think that he is.
Really?
Yes. Which the resemblance, maybe I see it a little bit there, and I'd be proud to be, whatever. All right. But that is not my real dad. But anyway, Mr. Beeler was also our principal, our middle school principal. Or what story I'm about to tell you. Yeah, so I think Kevin was always looking for ways to like find a way that I was in trouble. So, and I was terrified of getting in trouble. So I get called in the principal's office, and he sits me down, and I'm just peeing my pants. And he's like, so what you been searching online? And the moment he asked that, like all of the nerves lifted. I was like, wait, what? And he's like, you've been searching things online on the computer? I was like, no. And then he's like, big black lady, ring a bell to you? And I'm like, no. Can I see the username? And it's totally like LBall10, which is your graduation year. I'm like, that's Logan.
Why are you Googling fat black ladies?
I had a black potbelly pig that I was trying to name. So I was looking up names. I remember I'd got MySpace, and you could build your own web page on MySpace. And so I was doing stuff on there. But I remember one time I'd watched, it's that video where the car's driving through the hills in the woods. You know what I'm talking about? And then like that scary face pops up and scares you. I closed out of it when it happened really quick because I didn't know that was going to happen. And I knew that I might get in trouble for it. So I closed it out. Dad's like, no, pull that back up. And I was like,
are you sure? I feel like I remember this.
You were there.
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened?
Yeah.
Okay. So he makes me pull it back up and load it. And he's like, I think he's trying to intimidate me or taunt me or something, but he's got his face like down here, like this far from the computer. Landon's drinking a glass of chocolate milk. And I had the volume down. He's like, no, turn it up. Like, I think he thought he'd caught me doing something and he wanted me to be embarrassed for it. So he turns it up and I'm like, I'm telling you, you don't want to watch this. Like, I'm pleading with him. I was like, you don't want to watch this. I did not mean to watch this. So at that point, he's definitely like, no, I have to watch this. He sold it on. He's following the cars through it, got the volume up, zombie face of, and he jumps, like smacks the table. Landon spills his chocolate milk, got grounded.
And you told him
I told him not to watch it.
Did you ever get caught with the maze game? Like, do you ever play the maze?
Yes,
the
I've seen that
game?
one too.
Dude, that one scared the.
You took the brunt of all the family problems.
I was just like, I'm telling. Like, I remember pleading. I was like, you don't want to watch this. I was like, it's not bad. It's just not. It's going to scare you. And
Dad's like, cheated on my wife. Ground Logan. Oh.
I'm
do you remember when Lane
frustrated
and I,
with this pent up second life that I'm living? I think I'm going to hate my oldest son. The worst thing I ever got caught on Bluetooth speaker was I was sitting in the bathroom at DJ's and he was in the office and I was sitting in there and I can't remember. I think I was putting off doing something. So I went to the bathroom. So he was already irritated with me. Pull up Clash of Clans and I just hear it loud over the Bluetooth speaker. Boom, 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 boom.
Dude, Clash of Clans has costed my construction company that I used to work for millions of dollars. Like, we would just sit around and play Clash of Clans on the work
banger. We used to take it pretty seriously.
Yes, it was fun.
It's still huge.
They said it's still really fun.
It still
now,
is,
yeah. The guy in my office plays
Spencer and Wayne still.
Oh, I guarantee it.
All right, we need to wrap up. What is if you could pinpoint your favorite or one of your favorite memories from childhood? what comes to mind first?
I don't know if I can't think of one specific moment, but whenever like I do think about that, it was definitely travel baseball tournaments with mom going on those trips. It would usually just be like
Johnny Pipes
me
and
and
his mom with peanuts.
Yes, yes. That just the like me and mom traveling together. I remember getting, Taco Bell, staying in hotel rooms. That was a lot of fun. And then just that team that we were playing with was awesome. So those were great memories. That was probably best.
Your baseball team and my baseball team.
Yeah, 13, 14 over in Columbia with all
You remember I think my favorite as a family, I thought the Colorado trip was awful. That's where you got stung by a wasp for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? You got
lit up. Three of them. I got lit up.
Since we said beat the brakes, I
was up in a tree. I was up in a tree and it got up under my shirt.
Yep.
Messed me up.
But I really liked that trip to Branson where we played Monopoly for like 3 days straight.
I told somebody that the other day. I was like, the trip to Branson was probably
and I remember it like rained the whole time. So
yeah, we were inside
memory
the
was
whole
just
time.
playing Cardinal Monopoly.
Monopoly and Battlefront. Yeah. I remember I got to play as much video games as I wanted to that weekend too. So it was just a nice chill weekend away at the timeshare.
What was your perspective of me as a kid? I remember I didn't play as much action figures as you guys because I think I was too literal. Was that?
Yeah, you were lame, dude. You were so lame. We'd be playing like we had a hodgepodge, but it was primarily Star Wars and Jurassic Park, which is a great combo. That'd be a sick movie if they somehow merged the two together. But yeah, me and Lane would be playing those, jumping over buildings, fighting dinosaurs, doing all that. And Landon would be like, a T-Rex cannot jump over a barn. And be like, bro, just go upstairs. Just get out. Go read a book.
Yeah. Which is what I did. I go read Calvin and Hobbes, get my adult humor at 9.
There's my realness. I'm going to read Calvin and Hobbes.
Right. Did you guys ever do D&D?
No. Oh. No, dude. Did you get like Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards just shredded in your face by mom one time?
I think so.
I think so.
I think she read an article that they were the devil.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh?
It was Pokemon.
Pokemon.
It was Pokemon. Looking back, we should have collected them because those cards are selling for...
Dude, mama, we could retire you on those Pokemon cards.
Crazy amounts of money. But I also get it too. Like, there's so many dumb things that like, Hallie gets thrown in front of her face, and I know Harden will too, where it's like,
what are those little pets? Those pets, not Wonder Pets.
Remember the Gigapets that were on like the little...
Yeah, not Hashimoto's, but they called it something. Hashimoto's is a disease, but they have these little... Annie talks about it. I can't remember what they call
them. That might be racist.
Are you thinking about Furbies?
No.
Do you remember those? They were like, keep your
like
Furby
these little
alive.
like Asian toys that...
Oh my gosh. South Park had a whole bit on these. I think I know what you're talking about. Like they're expensive, right? Like $80.
They did. They did have a whole episode on it, yes.
Hold on.
Tagamachi?
Tawa.
No, I'm thinking of Labubu's. That's what I'm thinking of. Have you seen that?
That's an older one, but yeah.
No, Labubu's a new thing. Like, and Labubu's
no, they did another episode. I think it was like on...
Tamagotchi?
Isn't that what I said?
I don't know.
Yes, Tamagotchi. Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I never had those.
Never had those?
No. I don't think you did either.
Probably not.
Dude, you go to the... do you guys go to like the toy... Like, have you heard of like Skibbity Toilet? It's a stupid thing.
That's a toy. On earth is that transition?
It's a toy in Walmart.
Do you remember Hallie getting Tina with the Sigma and Alpha?
How are you two so different? Like, that's what I want to know. Is like,
I don't think we're that different. I don't know.
One of you will go crazy on Facebook, the other won't. Like, there's...
Yeah. But like... So, I was thinking about this. I think you and I... you and I are like the good conscience and the bad conscience, But whose shoulders are we on? I wasn't high when I thought of this question.
But like, a deep question, yeah.
Is it Lane?
Like Lane hears a good voice and a bad voice?
Yeah, when like Lane is hearing... or Jordan.
I don't know.
Because I think you and I have very similar like problem solving framework and like even just like drive and habit, I think. Even like in the way we're not the most perfectly disciplined people, but like when it's time to get at it, we get at it kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, I feel like Logan and I are very similar. I have more of like the little angel voice, and you have more of the like not the devil, but like the dark Kermit one. Do it.
Full sin. What's the worst thing that could happen?
Yeah. Right. Which has been good. Like I was ready to delete my Charlie Kirk reaction. You were like, do you, man?
Yeah.
And I think it was good to do. But I was thinking about that. I was like, okay, similar voices sitting on two shoulders. Whose shoulders are we sitting on? Lane, if you feel like that's you, you should tell us.
I doubt Lane feels that way.
Lane feels that way. Yeah. Maybe Jordan, but
Jordan's probably, yeah, I could see. Yeah. Just last night I was doing a little bit of the devil's advocate thing, kind of like mom, where I was just like not being super. And she was like, "What's wrong with you?" She's like, "You're supposed to be just slamming these people with me." And you're kind of like, "Oh, well, maybe I'm not." And I was like, "My bad."
Yeah. You're like, sorry, I'm a parent. I know what I'm
sorry,
doing.
I just don't feel super confrontational today. Like throwing down some haymakers.
Yeah.
It's moods for me. There's times where I'm just like, whatever. You say whatever you want. And
there's moments where like I feel like I'm just tossing you softballs and you're just playing video games instead of hitting the softball.
Yeah, I'm like,
back,
nah. And then there's times where I'm like, I'm gonna overreact to this and no one's ready for it.
You got most dramatic, right? In high school?
Yes. But it was like they'll tell you it was not because like I was like gossiping or doing anything of that.
Or flamboyant. No,
it was just like I would overreact to anything for comedic purposes, and they thought it was hysterical.
Dude, yeah. So I think my text message to you yesterday, I don't think I've ever summed it up better than I had a medical event this week, and anything I share with Logan, I just know that the likelihood that it comes back at me is very high. Especially if there's an audience.
If it's teed up to me.
Correct.
Yes.
Right.
So a lot of that's on you.
So I have to be careful, but teeing up. But, I was like, Logan, if I tell you this, I don't want this coming out at all. And you were like, no, I'm not that bad. And then I was like, your loyalty to comedic timing is stronger than your loyalty to anybody else.
There's times it feels like in that episode of The Office when Michael Scott standing there in the gym gives him all the layups for the "that's what she said" joke.
Like, and that sounds really hard. Yeah. Dude,
he's just fighting. And he's like, yeah.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, that's accurate. That's
I don't know.
By the way, the Instagram that you keep sending reels to, just so you know, he's not logged into. That's me.
Come on, bro.
It's not me.
You don't watch any of the reels I send you. Well, maybe you enjoy them.
I watch them, but yeah, it's me. It's not him.
Good. I'm just gonna send you reels now on Landon's. You know, I feel about
anything
that.
else you want to tell the world before we wrap up?
No, it's just episode 1. I'm sure we'll do others.
This is just episode 1. To get into anything.
Maybe you'll be our first repeat. We haven't had a repeat yet.
Yeah, maybe at some point, like we can get into serious stuff sometime.
Weekly segment.
Dude, the weekly news with you would be funny.
He would have we should give him an unpopular opinion segment.
Just get me and Cassie in a room, not one where we send in a video.
I feel like, if you could just sit there and I read the headlines and you react to them immediately, that would be fun. That would be just funny. So, all right, well, that's good. Anything else? I'm so tired. Dude, I haven't worked all week.
This might be the second longest one we've done.
Hopefully it cuts down to like nothing.
I'll get it down to maybe like 2:20.
Did you post something about Logan being on the podcast?
Yeah, on your
Han texted me. He's like, you had your brother on your podcast? Like with the cringe face. And I was like, still going, yep. And he's like,
will you say outro music so I can stop?
This has been good. Thank you, Logan. All right. Outro music.
For the very first time